perimeter.
New Albany running game was 214 yards last week. Grant Nelson, 114 of those. Handoff up the middle, pushing the pile forward nearly to the 40-yard line. So call that a pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Inside trap play by the Eagles, doing a nice job staying on schedule. Big physical pop at the line of scrimmage, but Grant Nelson and the offensive linemen running their feet. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Really nice job.
Ashton Allen wearing number 4 this season. Last year he wore number 8, but as people graduate, you get a chance to pick the number you want. There's another handoff to Allen. Left side, Allen across the 45, and he's going to be taken down right at the 45. Apparently his knee went down as he crossed the line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Eagles on 2 pretty good run plays.
Ashton Allen, again, with that spark, he's really putting that foot in the ground and just attacking vertically, really doing a nice job there again, getting that vertical run. Little shoestring away or the big fella's going to get going. So I like Ashton being able to break one tonight.
1 wide to the near side. Tight formation otherwise. Quarterback keeps it. He's across the 46 to the 47, actually almost to the 48. And that'll be good to move the chains. So a good run on 3rd and short. Picks up the 1st down, and the Eagles continue to roll here. 1st and 10 from their own 48.
Good job there by senior quarterback Miles Jackson, just finding a way to get the yards. He's a great athlete, doing a great job. Whatever this team needs from him, he's doing.
Meade wide to the near side. Handoff left side. No flags. It's going to be a false start called against the Eagles.
That's not the key we're looking for here, Eagles. Come on, keep this. I know Coach Finn is not happy with the self-inflicted wound. It's just a matter of getting a little bit focused up here and responding here. So 1st and 15, just trying to get half of it back.
Backs him up to the 43-yard line, and it is indeed 1st and 15. 9 minutes and 41 seconds to play in the first quarter. 0-0 the score. Wadsworth went 3 and out in their first offensive possession. The Eagles now have the football. They picked up a 1st down, but now they're behind the chains. 1st and 15. Jackson hands off left side, falling forward is number 25, Nelson, and Nelson picks up just a few. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Grant Nelson doing a nice job. That's a little G play, we call it, down. The guard and tackle coming down, excuse me, tight end and guard coming, tackle coming down, guard kicking out a little bit, trying to find a seam.
Nelson last week, 13 carries, 111 total yards. He picked up 114, but had a 3-yard loss in there as well. He had a touchdown, a long of 53, averaged 8.5 yards a carry. This is a handoff to the right side. Ashton Allen across the 45 to the 46, no gain. It will pick up 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles.
3rd and 12, again, that 1st down penalty, that self-inflicted wound is something that is just going to eat at this team right now early in the season. So 3rd down here, look to see get Miles Jackson rolling out a little bit, get him a little play action. He's an athlete. He can run the ball very, very well, can spin it as well. So look to see the Eagles get some play action going here.
Eagles didn't throw a lot a week ago. Jackson was 0 for 4. But they ran very, very effectively. Again, I mentioned Nelson, 114 yards. Allen, 85 yards. Miles Jackson, 10 yards carry the football as well. Left side. A loss of a yard on the play, and so it's going to be 4th down and 13. Grant Nelson on the carry.
Yeah, Coach Finn had that slip trap that worked last week on that 3rd long defense thinking pass. He slipped that trap in there really quick. Nelson last week was able to take it down inside the 5, but this time Wadsworth doing a nice job. They got a very strong defense led by their nose guard and middle linebacker. Been very impressed with those 2 guys. So keep an eye. Obviously, the Eagles want to get a hat on Jacob Ernest, the junior linebacker, number 6. And the big fella, that nose guard, number 73, John Artwell.
Chance Bradley with the punt. It's a good one, fielded at the 20-yard line by Wadsworth to the 30. Looking for space, gets hit hard and goes down at the 33-yard line. So it was number 32, Will Rees, on the return, and he got met with some violence there at the 33 and taken straight down, and that's where Wadsworth takes over on their 2nd offensive possession.
Eagles got a little juice on the sideline. Nice, good football Friday night hit on special teams. That's the way to step up and play, big fella.
So here come the Grizzlies for their 2nd offensive possession. Ryan Stoops, 2 for 3. That sounds impressive, but it's for 3 total yards. They did not get a 1st down in their first possession, so Stoops will try it again. He has 1 runner to his left, 2 wide to the right side, 1 wide to the near side. Stoops takes the snap. Hands it off. Nope, keeps it himself. Tries to get to the outside. Gets second down and 7. Stoops hands it off this time. Trying the middle. Hits the first wave and continues to push forward. Good run all the way out to the 39-yard line. Number 36 was the ball carrier. That's Ryan Heckel.
Heckel's only a sophomore, Chris. 5'10", 140 pounds.
Right side. It's going to be interesting to see if they make it. They do give him the first down, so just enough.
That was a good ball there. You saw the quarterback roll to his right, doing a nice job. Got his shoulders turned away. Quick throw there by number 12, Ryan Stoops. First down.
Stoops with the pitch to the outside. Trying the left. Across the 50. Inside Eagle territory. Taken down around the 46-yard line. That's number 2. That's Gavin Madigan, the 5'11 junior running back.
A lot of juniors playing this week for this Wadsworth football team.
9-yard pickup, and they're moving quick. Here's Madigan again. Across the 45. Falling forward down at the 43-yard line. That's enough to move the chains once again for Wadsworth, who has a little bit of momentum right now.
Yeah, Madigan number 2. He's 5'11", 250. Hunter Howard, the middle linebacker, doing a great job getting inside, fighting off the block, and meeting him in backfield.
Loss of 2 on the play. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to play in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score. Each team has had the possession once. Wadsworth now has it for the second time. Stoops in the shotgun. 3 wide to the top side. Stoops keeps it on a quarterback draw. Again, hit hard as he hits the hole and taken down. That was a big-time hit. I believe it was number 41, Nicholas Schaefer. No, 44, excuse me, Will Ola.
44, Will Ola, the Will linebacker. At 52, Mike, linebacker. Hunter Howard doing a great job.
Ola has run the football some for this team as well, but he makes his money, if that's such a thing in high school football. On the defensive side, yeah, better believe it sometime. There's a catch on the outside by number 4, Luke Maddox. Maddox gets across the 35 to the 34-yard line and brings up 4th down and close. Call it 4th and 2, and it looks like the Grizzlies are going to go for it here. 4th and 2 from the 34-yard line. They have to get to the 32.
Eagles, watch that hard count. Heard them last week.
Stoops in the shotgun. He's got Madigan behind him. 3 wide to the top side. Now they have a rotation and they move number 85 from the top to the bottom. That's Colton Levitt. Looking to throw. Stoops out into the flat. Incomplete. Way short. Great coverage over there for New Albany. Number 4, Ashton Allen on defense. And that moves the ball back to New Albany with 4:32 to play in the first.
Eagles defensively 3 and out the first series and then get a 4th down stop right there. Great job.
So twice Wadsworth has had the football and twice the defense has done the job. Bend but not break on this second drive, and now they get the football back. Miles Jackson at the controls. 1st and 10 from the New Albany 34-yard line. Jackson calling the play. The whistle blows for the play clock to begin. Everybody jumps to the line. Jackson has a man to his left. 2 wide receivers, and now a timeout is going to be taken by Coach Brian Finn with 4 minutes and 32 seconds to play in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score. We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay with us. High school football Friday night continues after this.
Hello, sports fans. This is the Hammer. Hey, if you own a small business or a family looking for tax or accounting help, Bush Tax Company offers all you need. Tax prep, bam, they can do it. Tax planning, pow, not a problem. Fixing back taxes or IRS trouble, boom. Relax. They got it. For a free tax consultation, give the folks at Bush Tax Company a call at 614-600-3777. That number is 614-600-3777. Or visit them on the web at bushtax.com. That's BUSCH BushTax.com. Bush Tax Company is a proud sponsor of the coaches, athletes, and families that make Ohio high school football so great. Hey, tell the people of Bush Tax Company that the Hammer sent you.
0-0 with 4:32 to play in the first quarter. Handoff left side for the Albany on the break. Breaks to a tackle across the 50, to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Big time run, kicks down from behind. Excellent effort by the Eagles, and they are cooking with gas now deep inside Wadsworth territory.
That looks like that's number 20, the senior wing, Jackson Carter, doing a nice job. I caught my head popping up a little bit late there. They called me. Hopefully that was either a counter or a little jet sweep, but they got to the outside.
They're going to go with a little tempo as well. Pitch to the left. Nelson tries the left side, and he picks up a yard or two, just a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Like you said, Eagles got to try to give some quick tempo, going off a nice big play to try and catch the Wadsworth defense on the heels. Wadsworth doing a nice job of staying stout, especially on that inside, man. They're strong with that linebacker play and that nose inside.
Now they break the huddle. Rolling out is Jackson, looking to throw. He's got time, he's got a man, and just misses him. The intended receiver was number 20. That's Jackson Carter. Little too hot for Carter.
Jackson Carter, one of those do-all-everything guys. He plays that wing for the Eagles where he's a running back. He's a receiver, but he's tough enough to get in there and block. So I actually, Chris, fun fact, went into the orchestra room today, and who did I see but Jackson Carter sitting right there, I think playing either the violin or viola. I mean, it's a Renaissance man.
There you go.
Like, whew, big fella, getting it done. Had a big jug of water sitting right next to him to hydrate.
That's an important thing tonight, that's for sure. Pitch to the outside, cutting it up inside. Getting across the 30-yard line, thinks he's not down. Hasn't heard a whistle yet, still running. Out across the 25 to the 23.
Okay.
So apparently he went down on top of a Wadsworth player, did not touch the ground with knees or elbows, and kept going.
That's the way to be a heady football player right there. Got, like you said, a little spin move, landed on the defender from Wadsworth. We didn't hear the whistle. He didn't hear a whistle. Popped right up. Got another 12, 13 yards.
That was Nelson. Now they're going to back him up.
Somebody got a replay all of a sudden, huh? Somebody got the huddle replay somewhere.
A huddle replay. So they're going to spot him down at the 25, which still moves the chains and gives them a first down. So it was enough for Nelson, even though it wasn't as much as he hoped for. Ashton Allen is back into the game. Maple Orthodontic Patient of the Week is Kate Hast. Kate is a soccer, basketball, and track star. She does not play the banjo, however, but she does a little bit of everything else. So, hey, Kate, congratulations. We appreciate that you are a patient of Maple Orthodontics and a fan of New Albany football. Right side, across the 25, out to the 22-yard line. Methodically now, they're moving the football, are the Eagles. Lewis Johnston that time on the carry.
Yeah, good job there by Lewis Johnston, junior running back. Eagles are high on him. He's good that experience, get those Friday night lights in because he can put his foot in the ground and go.
2nd down and 7. One wide to the high side of the formation, out by the hash mark. Handoff left side, that's Ashton Allen. Allen across the 20 to the 17, but a flag comes flying late. And it's going to be holding called against New Albany. So wipe that run out and back them up 10.
And again, we don't want to beat the horse to death, but those self-inflicted penalties, those are the ones that are going to hurt. Offensive linemen are asked to do so much, especially with this offensive game plan that the Eagles run. So big fellas got, do their best and keep those hands inside. But when he's getting away from you, sometimes you just got to let him go.
That's 2 penalties for 20 yards, New Albany. No penalties yet for Wadsworth. 2nd down and 17 with 2:22 to play in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score. Coming in from the sideline, number 14, Holden Mead. He goes wide to the left side of the formation as they break the huddle, do the Eagles.
I was able to work in the summer a little bit. I really like Holden Mead. He's a receiver that's got some boom and can really run some crisp routes.
Handoff to Allen. Allen cuts it up inside, gets to the 30, no more. So he picks up 2 on the carry, and now a flag comes in very late. And it seems like, well, Allen comes out of huddle without his helmet, and so he's going to have to go out, and we'll see personal foul called against New Albany. Nick Newsom is the guilty party. Not sure what happened if he was defending one of his players, but Newsom immediately comes running to the sideline.
Yeah, Coach Finn's looking for a little bit of an explanation there. That's, you know, that's unlike Nick Newsom to get that big flag, but unless something, you saw Ashton Allen coming with his helmet off. Yeah. So what that usually, not that I saw it happen, what that represents is our offensive linemen are going to take care of their running back. So if something was happening underneath that pile, Newsom was going to take care of his guy.
How do you deal with that as a coach? Because obviously you don't want to tell your kid not to defend his player. At the same time, you don't want to lose 15 yards on a play.
That's one of those that you just fast forwarded through the film and acknowledge exactly right. We don't want the loss of yards, but you always better have your guys back.
There you go. Left side run across the 45 to the 43-yard line, 42-yard line, but it's still third down and forever for the Eagles. They've got to get down to the 15. So 4th and 27. We've talked about it before. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for that, so they're going to go ahead and punt it away.
The play on the call sheet is punt.
There it is. Snap is a good one. The punt gets away under duress, and the punter goes down and the flag flies.
Yes, sir.
So the ball will bounce into the end zone, but that's moot because there's going to be at least running into the kicker. If it's roughing, I think it's an automatic first down.
That's the way it used to be, unless they've made any changes in this great game of football. Keep it as is. They knocked my boy Chance Bradley to the ground pretty good. He wasn't flopping.
No, sir. He got hit. Personal foul.
Roughing the kicker.
Let's go.
So that's big for the Eagles. They were at 4th and 27. But the punter Bradley hung in there. He took a big shot, and as a result, his team gets 15 yards and an automatic first down. They can continue this drive now with 42 seconds, and it's only been one quarter, but time of possession soundly in the Eagles' corner.
Yeah, you're seeing both teams do a lot of the, running the football and just chewing up this clock. It's been a fast first quarter, kind of feeling each other out a little bit here. You've seen some flags going. That was a big one against Wadsworth on special teams, 4th and 27. To get the roughing the punter, that's a gift. The Eagles got to capitalize with it.
So the Eagles come out of the huddle. Get a break. We're going to tell you a little bit about this new app that you can download and follow live stats for high school football. Certain teams, it's really amazing. New Albany is fully invested in it, and we love it. We've got a whistle and a timeout taken. That's New Albany, and that's their second timeout of the first half. We'll tell you about that app right after we come back. 42 seconds to play in the first. 0-0 is our score. Stay right there. High school football continues after this.
Buying or selling a home, especially in today's market, can be overwhelming. You want a realtor that you can depend on and trust. Someone who's at the peak of their game. You can find that person at RE/MAX Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell. As a teacher and coach in the New Albany community for more than 20 years, Bubba's now ready to serve you in a different way by putting together a game plan for buying or selling your home. RE/MAX Peak is a small office with big results, and they pride themselves on building relationships. Give Bubba Kidwell a call today and let him put together your game plan to help you win in your next home purchase or sale. Bubba Kidwell, proud supporter of tonight's peak performer of the game. Call him today at 614-288-1066. That's 614-288-1066, or visit him on the web at BubbaKidwell.com.
42 seconds to play in the first quarter. With Coach Samanich, I'm Chris Solecki. Glad to have you along. Pressbox Stats. Pressbox Football is the app I was telling you about previously. And you can log on right now. You do need an account, but it's free for the fans. You can log on and get information about your favorite team. Out to the right side across the 25. Breaking a tackle to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Ashton. Eagles go up 6-0. But there is a flag on the field all the way back at the 29-yard line. And I have a feeling this one's coming back. It is indeed.
Unfortunately, you're right, Chris. The big fella, our center, John Goldhart, got his hands a little bit. He's got a tough road to go to tonight. The nose guard for Wadsworth is the real deal. He's a big man coming in, John out, well, 5'11", 265 pounds, and can move. Got his hands a little bit tied up. Looks like it was almost the guys in the stripes thought it was just a little bit too much, but I loved Ashton Allen. Got to the outside, broke a tackle, running physical, kept his legs going, got to the back of the end zone. He's gonna continue to do that tonight.
And that was a bit that the team was missing a lot last year, is that physical running. They got hit, they went down, and then you deal with what you've got, and certainly nothing, no negative statements towards the kids you ran last year. But Ashton Allen is one of those guys, and certainly he's gotten bigger and stronger since last year, allowing him to have a little bit more of that muscle. Miles Jackson rolls out. He's got a man in the flat. He completes the pass and immediately driven out of bounds across the 35 to the 33-yard line. Vincent Williams makes the catch.
Yeah, Vinny Williams, the junior receiver. He's Eagles staff is high on this guy. Good athlete, got some length to him, comes in about 6'2". Does a nice job running the outcut, but I really like Miles Jackson. Just looks smooth on the move, rotated the shoulders, flipped it a little bit, got a nice spinner out there. Second and long, but good completion.
4-yard pickup for Williams. 27 seconds to play. The clock stopped because Williams was taken out of bounds on the tackle. Jackson under center. Hands it off. Up the middle to the 30. I believe that's Nelson, and he stopped right there.
Eagles shifted to the unbalanced to see if they could get Wadsworth thinking that they were going to try and flank him there on the left side. That ran the inside trap there. Good job there by the Wadsworth defense.
There was indeed Nelson. He picked up a yard. 3rd down and 13. And that is going to be the end of quarter number 1. So, 4 first downs for the Eagles, but no points yet. However, they've also held Wadsworth and kept them out of the end zone. So when the second quarter begins, it'll be Eagle football with the score 0-0. 12 minutes on the clock. We'll tell you what happens right after we come back. This is high school football Friday night.
Hey, New Albany Eagle fans, Aaron Cassidy here, owner of GBSN, and I'd like to let you in on a little bit of a secret. I really like my car, and with that, I only take my car one place to get it washed, and that's your locally owned premier car wash, Captain Car Wash, located right here in New Albany. For over 20 years, Captain Car Wash has serviced the Central Ohio area, and they're located at 5673 North Hamilton Road. Captain Car Wash is open 24 hours a day and features hassle and touch-free automatic washes for those who are on the go, along with large, brightly lit self-service bays for those who like to do the washing on their own. And don't forget to download the Captain Car Wash app for special deals, the ability to earn free washes, and to pay for services digitally. Visit Captain Car Wash today at 5673 North Hamilton Road, conveniently located right here in New Albany. Captain Car Wash, proud supporter of New Albany Eagle football.
It's possible. A motto we live by every single day. Daniel was more than just a member of our community. He was a brother to his teammates, a son to his loving parents, and a friend to all who knew him. He lettered in football and track all 4 years, defying the odds and inspiring us all. His involvement in the Special Olympics and the New Albany football team brought us joy and pride into his life, and his legacy continues to inspire us. As we remember Daniel tonight, let us also remember his personal motto, it's possible. No matter what the circumstances, Daniel believes in the potential for greatness, and he encourages all to do the same. Let's honor his memory by living with the same hope, determination, and love that Daniel showed every day. Daniel, we will keep saying your name, sharing your stories, and living by your example. You will forever be a part of our Eagle family. Thank you for showing us that anything is possible.
A poignant moment of honoring Daniel Rako between the first and second quarter. His family out at midfield along with his wheelchair and a uniform number 45, which was his uniform. Celebrating a very special young man here tonight. He passed away just recently. And Daniel, man, as I said it earlier, but his legacy outlasts any player who played for 3 years or 4 years, because Daniel stayed tight to the program. And that motto of anything is possible transcends sport, transcends life. There's a lot of things you're going to face in life where it gets a little bit difficult. And if you believe anything is possible, you've won half the battle already.
100%. Got to give a shout out to everyone tonight at Eagle Stadium here for making that happen. That's a pretty powerful moment for my guy, 45. Paul Thomas, who always was Daniel's guardian, if you will, on the sidelines, had him wheeled in his wheelchair, making sure he never got run over by the ball, because Daniel always wanted to be in the mix. So appreciate Richie Woodhouse and everybody doing that tonight.
First play of the second quarter. Jackson throws down the right sideline. He's got a man. It's complete. No signal yet. It looks like he was out just short. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. But a great throw by Miles Jackson. But hold on. There is a flag back at the 36-yard line. There's another one sitting at the 31-yard line. Could be defensive holding.
It's Vinny Williams on the catch, number 19, junior, coming up with a couple of catches already on this drive. See what we got.
Number 57, offense. 10 yards to the previous spot. Third down.
So a holding call against number 57 of New Albany, and the crowd doesn't like it. That's Anderson Rice getting called, the 5'9", 165-pound junior. And now Jake Hoovler in the ball game at quarterback.
We knew there was going to be some rotation tonight. It looks like it was going to be by quarter, so you did see Jade Hoover come in at the beginning of the second quarter on the ball on the right hash, through just a fade down the sideline to Vinny Williams. Did a nice job throwing the ball high and outside, but unfortunately the holding call from the Zebras going to bring it on back. But good ball, good catch.
All the way back to the 40-yard line. Hoovler hands it off left side. That's Ashton Allen, who gets a little bit of room to the outside. He's across 35 to the 30. Up the sideline, still on his feet. And they're going to blow him out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Ashton gets to the end zone, and the fans are going nuts. But the official was following down the left sideline and saw him step out of bounds and waved him out at the 24-yard line.
Chris, Ashton Allen is running like he spent an off-season with Coach Sides in the weight room. I'm going to tell you right now, he's a track guy in All-State. He was part of All-State. A couple relays, he can put his foot in the ground and go. But when you talk about that physicality, when that switch turned on, confidence from the weight room, and he's doing it tonight. I guess he stepped out, but man, two big broken tackles along the way. Let's go.
They go for it on fourth down, and there's Allen taken down in the backfield. Nicely done by Wadsworth's defense. The handoff to Allen, but he's taken down at the 30, so that's a turnover on downs. Back to Wadsworth. But you're right, Allen running with some purpose, some vengeance in his countenance tonight. 11:42 to play as Wadsworth takes over the football, 1st and 10 from their own 30.
We've seen two drives right from Wadsworth. First one was 3 and out. Second one, the Eagles got to stop there on 4th down. So love that Wadsworth's only touched the ball twice. See if this Eagle defense come up big again.
Brian Stoops keeps it. Oh, gets hit hard.
Here we go.
Loses a yard on the play. Stoops gets up with some help from his teammates. Number 61 was there to help him out. Gabe Lutke. But Ryan Stoops got hit hard.
Hunter Howard, the Mike linebacker, only a junior, doing a great job. Called his name at least 3 times already. Doing a nice job of getting off the block and making some tackles.
2nd down, and he keeps it again, does Stoops. He's across the 30 to the 33. 3-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Stoops, that's his 3rd carry for about 8 yards.
Linebacker's got to put his great discipline.
They're going quick again. Hand off to the outside, breaking the tackle up the left sideline, but unable to get anywhere close to the 1st down marker was the ball carrier, taken out at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 5. Calling 4th and 4. And that'll be a punting situation.
Great job there by the defense, Chris. Doing a heck of a job against this tempo on a hot night. Eagles have been practicing in the hot weather and are used to going fast in practice. It's paying dividends right now.
Will Reese back to punt it away for Wadsworth. He stands on his 22. The snap goes over his head and is going to be picked up at the 5-yard line and tackled down right there. So New Albany is going to have the football. 1st and goal inside the 5.
Yes, sir.
After that snap was airmail over Reese's head. No chance for the punter to crowd.
Special teams. You can win games and lose games with special teams. Eagles with Scott Elwood behind them. always are going to try and capitalize on that. Great job there by being aware, having your eyes up, making sure that the punt was going to get off. They see the punt go over, go get it.
Everybody in the building probably thinks this is going to be Ashton Allen or Grant Nelson. Do you put a wrinkle in here, or do you go ahead and just try to punch it in?
You're going to punch it in. Yeah. You're going to bank it in. Look to see Ashton Allen. He's been running hard all night. Get him through that back of the end zone. Get this crowd going. Get the band playing.
There it is. Hoovler under center from the 3-yard line. Handoff left side. Nelson gets hit hard and driven back. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Grant Nelson kind of stood up and ran a little bit too tall. Got his patch straight up in the air. You're going to see him come down. Get those shoulder pads back down and get low, because this Wadsworth team, Chris, they're a physical bunch.
He got hit hard. It stayed on his feet for a moment, but then he got picked up and dropped. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. Cody Downs checks in, the 6-foot tight end. Looks like a jumbo. It is. Yep. Everybody's on the line of scrimmage. Handoff left side. Allen picks up a yard. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Ashton running hard, though. He ran right. There was nothing there but a wall of defenders. He put his foot in the ground, ducked his head, and just tried to get in.
Big number 44, Will Olad, comes off the sideline to add some extra muscle with the blocking situation. Jackson Carter also in the ball game. Inestrosa was the intended receiver. Second down and 10. Stoops again in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off. Right up the gut. Trying to break through that first wave, but nothing doing. The front seven of this New Albany team has just been unbelievable here in the first quarter and a half or so. And so it's going to be 3rd down and 7 after that 3-yard pickup.
Good to see the stalemate on the run play there. The Eagles in the Wadsworth, both offensive lines, defensive lines started pushing the pile. Eagles won that one, going back, got a quick whistle by the referee. Good to see.
Stoops 4 for 7 throwing the football. He's got 17 yards. Leading rusher has been Gavin Madigan, 3 carries for 12 yards, averaging 4 yards a carry. Stoops looking to throw here. Blitz coming. Stoops throws over the middle, through the hands and in and out, no good. And so it's going to be 4th down and 7. Again, Carr on the coverage. And there has not been a receiver for Wadsworth who has been wide open yet tonight.
No, these DBs are we call keep it in phase, sticking with your man, keep it on his hip. Play Carr, you can contest it, but he plays his technique so well, but he plays with a confidence now because of all the experience he got last year.
Calix Lemp was the intended receiver. Looks like Busowitz is in the back at the 40-yard line along with Carr to receive this punt from the 10. This time the snap is a good one, and the punt is very high. Very impressive, and now a fair catch falling down.
Number
Clay
7,
Carr, really nicely done.
Asking Clay to do everything. He's been running 35, 40-yard sprints, covering receivers, get back, fair catch this punt. He was tripped up a little bit by the turf monster, but he still caught it. That's my dude. That's an experienced senior football player right there.
Home Turf Clothing Company is proud to support New Albany Athletics. You can show off your local pride with our collection of unique graphics and fresh apparel with all New Albany sports gear available on our website year-round, www.hometurfclothing.com.
Chris, let's see who we got in at quarterback right now. Looks like, I believe it's Miles Jackson.
I believe you're right. Jackson under center. The ball sitting at the 30-yard line, moving from right to left. Jackson hands off up the middle. That's Nelson, I believe, and Nelson still on his feet as he crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. So looked like initially he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but continued to push and push and push, and picks up 6 yards on the carry. Call it 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Grant Nelson's one of those weight room kids. He's so tough, so physical. That second effort, he got stoned right there for about a 1-2 yard gain and then finished it up for 3 more. That was big time.
2nd down and 5. 6:59 to play in the second quarter. Eagles lead at 7-0. Ashton Allen rotates to the top side, and we've got a flag and a false start called against the Eagles.
Coach Finn, already the bald man that he is, if he had some hair, would be pulling it out right now, Chris.
He would indeed. The Eagles have been penalized now, I believe, 5 times for 45 yards. They're back to the 31 here. It's 2nd down and 9.5.
How do you respond? That's what they're looking for here. Run your feet, get off the football, get half of the back, get it in 3rd and short.
So they break the huddle. 2 in the backfield. Tight formation. Jackson hands it off. Cutting it up is Allen. He's across the 35 to the 37, maybe the 38. We'll see where they spot it. Either way, pretty good run, and Allen running with his signature style, which is head down and running hard.
He is running with a great vertical burst. He's putting his foot in the ground, and once you're going north and south, Chris, those yards add up. When you fall down, you're falling forward for a yard or 2 instead of sideways for a half a yard or no yards.
Vinny Williams checks back in for the Eagles. 6:03 to play. The clock rolling here in quarter number 2. 3rd down and 4. Jackson under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. That's Nelson. Nelson across the 45 or 40, and he's taken down. Looks like they're going to spot him all the way back at the 42. He was still kind of crab walking forward like he didn't put his knee or his elbow down, but the officials saw him down at the 42. But that's still good enough to move the chains, so it's going to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, Chris, that was a good call. Like you said, he was trying to push off with his right arm on the ground to stay up, but his right knee did touch the ground. So good call by the refs there. 1st down, Eagles.
The officials have had some tough things to call them. I mean, this is an early season. They're still getting into their groove, too.
Exactly.
And they've had some tough things to call here.
Yep.
1st and 10, handoff, left side. Ashton Allen tripped up after a very short gain. And whoever that tackler was, I didn't see the number, he went low, and that's about the only way you can tackle Ashton Allen tonight.
And you're seeing Miles Jackson do a great job carrying out his fake, carrying out his fake, carrying out his fake. Not anybody following him right now. Let's see if the Eagles don't sneak in a little naked run.
Jack Morgan checks in while Ashton Allen comes to the sideline. 4:49 to play in the second quarter. Second down and 10. Handoff. Nelson bottled up and tackled for a big-time loss. Wadsworth saw that one coming. They were through the line in a flash, and Nelson could not get around the corner. A big loss on the play. Third down and 16.
Chris, that's actually Jet Jewers checking in. The sophomore halfback. He's, again, one of those track hits could put his trying to go. That was hampered all summer long with a nagging injury, so he's just starting to get healthy, but the Eagles are high on him.
So third down and 16. For the Eagles. Long way to go. 4:02 to play. Jackson steps up. He's in trouble. Now he steps away. Cuts it back up inside and gets hammered at the 35-yard line. Goodness gracious. Miles Jackson took a lick there. It's going to be fourth down, and that's a loss of 1 on the play. So 4th and 17, and they'll be punting it away.
Yeah, the Eagles don't want to have those type of hits on their starting quarterback, number 9, Miles Jackson. He was back there trying to make something happen, did a good job reversing field a little bit, but could not escape this Wadsworth interior defense, and boy, they took a shot on him.
Yeah, they did. So we'll punt it away, will the Eagles. There are 2 players from Wadsworth standing back at the 23-24 line. Clock continues to tick down at 3:15. The snap is good. The punt is good. It'll take a bounce, and it takes an Eagles bounce inside the 20, and now they're going to leave it alone. It's inside the 15 to the 14 to the 13, and we'll be down right there. So with 3 minutes exactly on the clock, Wadsworth has it 1st and 10 with a long way to go from the 13-yard line.
Chris, as I was walking in this morning, I always come cutting through Eagle Stadium to get a quick look at the field and head out to my parking lot post, and I saw him raking the turf. That punt right there was a hometown special. Jumped on that hometown turf, took off, got a bounce, got the Eagles going really good now defensively with good defensive field position, if you will.
One of the best stadiums in the area for sure, if not in the state, to watch and participate in high school football. Just an amazing setting here at New Albany, and they take good care of what they have. Handoff, left side, room to run, skips out of a couple tackles, now up the left sideline, across the 35, and finally taken down near the 40-yard line. So really good run by Madigan, number 2. Madigan, the leading rusher for this Wadsworth team. He had 3 for 12 coming into that run. That was a big one.
Going tempo.
Stoops in the shotgun, sends a man in motion from the bottom to the top. 4 wide receiver set. Hands it off. Left side. That's Madigan again, I believe. Maybe that's Troy Myers. Still on his feet. Out to the 50-yard line. Another first down.
Yeah, we talked about they're using tempo to try to wear the Eagles down. 2 times now, getting Madigan going vertical with a little bit of help from his pullers. He's got some nice job, some of that weak side counter action going from the eye out of the gun.
Madigan now 5 carries, 49 yards, averaging 9.8 yards a carry. Pass to the outside, incomplete, thrown low. Second down and 10 for Wadsworth. Clock stops with 2:29 play. 2:29
here to go in the half. Eagles want to maintain the scoreboard lead. Defensively doing a nice job there. Defending the quick throw on the quick out.
Wadsworth only 2 first downs so far this half. And there's an Eagle who jumps offside. Another penalty against New Albany. And that'll move Wadsworth forward 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
So second down and 5 for the Grizzlies at the Eagle 45-yard line.
At times defensively, you're challenging your guys to just play their hair on fire. That will happen a little bit, but those big fellas up front, they just got to keep their eye on the football. It's hard because these guys do a nice job of that hard count.
Stay with us at halftime. The Remax Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell halftime show. Stoops throws. He's got a man wide open. It's complete, and he is to the house. Touchdown. As Ryan Stoops Throws a complete pass to Calix Lemp. And Lemp takes it to the house. 45-yard strike. He got behind the defense, and there is nobody to stop him.
Talking to Coach Eller, he liked number 7, Lemp. Another junior, Chris, 5'11", 180 pounds. Against that man coverage, he just did a nice job of getting inside position on the New Albany safety. Nice play action. Great fake there by Stoops. Very difficult to defend if you don't get quick pressure, and that's what happened there. Got to give credit to Wadsworth. Well executed offensive play.
The extra point, the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is good.
Okay.
And so, with 2:21 to play in the first half, we are all tied at 7. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout and come back with the conclusion of quarter number 2 right after this. You are listening to Eagles football.
This week in New Albany football history goes back to the 2013 season on a warm week number 2 night on September 6th. It was a wild game. The New Albany Eagles outlast the Westerville Central Warhawks 57-50 in a game that saw senior Tanner Clyde go 11 of 12 for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns. His favorite receiver was Joe Sigenthaler with touchdown catches of 17, 69, and 32 yards. But none of those plays were as big as Joe Sigenthaler's 61-yard touchdown that sounded like this.
A receiver in the wing on the right. Split backs in the backfield. Klein's going to turn to give. Sigenthaler inside. He's going to get across the 50. He's on to the races. Sigenthaler 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Albany Eagles. And the Eagles take it to the house. Joseph Sigenthaler.
It was that touchdown that put the New Albany Eagles up for good. This look at New Albany football history is brought to you by the Wilson family. Our thanks to Mark and Jenny Wilson, along with football alumni Connor, Ryan, and Jack.
Special thanks to the Wilson family for our look back on New Albany football history, one of the great New Albany football families. The kickoff, end over end kick, will be fielded at the 5. Coming up the left side, across the 15 to the 20. Trying to break some tackles, unable to do so. Finally tackled at the 22-yard line, and that's where New Albany takes over, 1st and 10. They have 1 timeout remaining and 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock.
Coach Elwer talked about he liked his opportunity on the kickoff return team. He said it was either going to be feast or famine. Both teams doing a nice job coming in, having big collisions. He thought if he could get through that first wall, inside that wedge, there would be a nice seam to take it to the house.
Just for statistics' sake and for trying to be clear, Bryson Hall, number 16, was the guy who threw that touchdown pass to Calix Lemp. So Bryson Hall is 1 for 2, 45 yards and 1 touchdown.
He snuck in on us, huh?
He did. There's a play to the outside, and that is Ashton Allen. Loss of 2 on the play. Allen, 5'10", 175 pounds, a senior. And he just runs like a halfback. He's got low to the ground, good center of gravity.
And just one all-around great kid. I love seeing him in the halls. Doesn't say 2 words, but a big smile and a fist bump. Got to shout out the student section tonight, Chris. We got the beach thing going on.
Yeah.
We got them standing up all the way, first row all the way up at Eagle Stadium.
Hawaii having a lay party, a luau, if you will.
Yes, sir.
Hand off up the middle, that gets you out to the 30-yard line. 29-yard line is where the official's coming in. Grant Nelson brings up 3rd down and 3.
Nelson getting those hard yards inside behind Big John Goldhart, the center for the Eagles.
Number 14, Holden Mead checking in for the Eagles. Comes wide to the left. Jackson under center, takes the snap, hands it off. Trying the left side, but not much happening there. A yard perhaps, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and a timeout will be taken.
Yep.
I believe that's going to be Wadsworth who takes it, knowing that they are likely to get the football back with 57 seconds.
Yeah, good clock management there by Wadsworth, holding on to it if they could get that stop there on 3rd down, like you talked about. Eagles trying to get that 1st down, came up about 2 yards short. They're on their own, it looks like 31-yard line. You're definitely going to have to kick it away. See if Wadsworth can't get a big return and see if they can't get something going before half. But the Eagles, what we want to do is get that hometown bounce again. Let's get it on the turf, get it running, and make them have a long way to go.
The Remax Bubba Kidwell Peak Realty Performer of the Game is coming up at the end of the game during the post game. However, he's also the sponsor of our halftime show, which is coming up in just about a minute. So join us for the halftime show, for the post game show, and we thank Bubba and all of our sponsors all season long here on New Albany Eagle Football. The punt is away. It is a good one, driving the receiver back. It takes another New Albany bounce, fielded inside the 20 and taken out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Wadsworth at about the 17-yard line. That's 2 great punts in a row for the Eagles.
Eagle punter Chance Bradley doing a great job there. That time was able to secure the snap, kept his eye down. He's done a great job, even with pressure, of just really banging it away. Got it on the turf and pinned Wadsworth back inside the 20.
It's almost like he took it personally that he got knocked down earlier. You know?
Exactly.
Making a point here.
Yep.
49 seconds to play in the first half. We'll see if Wadsworth tries to take a shot, or if they take a knee, or if somewhere in between. With a tie score, 7-7, heading towards the locker room. 49 seconds remain. It's Bryson Hall still out there at quarterback. He throws, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for Luke Maddox. And the defender, I don't know, Clay Carr was over there.
Looks like that was number 2, the corner Busowitz doing a nice job of breaking on the ball. Almost one step away from getting in front of it.
Almost a pick 6.
Yes, sir.
There was nobody in front of him. If he catches that, he's gone.
Yep.
44 seconds remain. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. Bryson Hall in the shotgun takes the snap, bobbles it, gets the pass to the outside. Trying to find space up the left side. He has a first down and out of bounds. That's number 5, Zach Wise, who made the catch.
Yeah, good job there by Wadsworth. That's basically a run play, right? It's like basically jet sweep. Chris is kind of a swing pass with the receiver in motion, getting some action going.
4 wide receiver set, 36 seconds on the clock. Jump. Is it going to be offsides or false start? It's false start. No, it's offsides. They call it against the Eagles.
And the hard count that they're doing, Chris, it's just a hard clap by the quarterback. And so you fall into that rhythm of the game a little bit. These defensive linemen now, they've been going tempo. Get that clap, they go. Get that clap, they go. Caught him there.
1st and 5. Bryson Hall looks to the sideline to get the signal. 36 seconds to play in the first half. Hall takes the snap, looks to throw, gets it to the outside very, very quickly. Calix Limp breaks a tackle. Flag flies as Limp goes up the sideline, finally steps out of bounds inside Eagle territory around the 40, but we have to see what this flag is. My guess is it's going to be against Wadsworth.
Let's bring it on back.
The flag sits at the Wadsworth 42. The side judge comes over to have a conversation with the official, the referee, who calls holding against number 88 of Wadsworth. So Reese Simmons, the guilty party, and that negates a really good run by Calix Limp.
Yeah, you saw number 7 go off the sideline there. He's a little bit gassed. He's been doing a lot, running side to side with vertical routes. Needed a quick blow. Good job by the Eagle defender, Gabe Cofer, number 6, being able to redirect and actually get the ball carry out of bounds.
4 wide receiver set. Hall tried to get him to jump that time, couldn't do it. 18 seconds still on the play clock. Hall looks to the sideline. Claps his hands, takes the snap, throws out into the flat. It's complete. Room to run. Has a first down, trying to get out of bounds. And the official says he did indeed make it out of bounds. It's number 13, Tommy Hahn, who makes the catch and picks up the first down to move the chains with 22 seconds remaining.
And that's a good look. Just a Bryson Hall, this freshman quarterback, number 16, he's a freshman. Chris does a nice job of running this offense. That was a nice bubble screen, just going a little bit, get your guy in some space, see if he can make a move. But Gabe Cofer and safety Clay Carr coming in, mixing it up a little bit, bringing him down. Freshman quarterback, huh?
Freshman quarterback. Head coach Justin Todd showing some confidence in his 15, 16-year-old kid. Pass over the middle, incomplete, overshoots the intended receiver, Troy Myers, but he was open.
Clay Carr doing a great job of staying back, working to the receiver as he was getting ready to make the hit on the receiver. He ducked his head a little bit just to focus on the receiver. And if he had had his eyes up, that would have been right in his lap.
Yeah, but Clay Carr is, just to give you some context for this guy, number 7. 6 foot, 175, and when he's coming at you full speed, that's not something you relish.
No.
If you're a wide receiver and you're up in the air, you don't relish getting hit by that dude.
He's what you call a football player. He
Yes, he
enjoys
is.
the contact, enjoys the coverage, and loves the competition.
16 seconds. Back to throws. Hall rolls out, looks for a man, has no one. Just throws it away. Number 14 was in the area, Jack McNeil, but not really in a position to catch that football. 10 seconds remain in the half, 3rd down and 10.
Good pressure there by number 59, Mason Howard. Number 57, Anderson Rice, doing a great job of putting some pressure on the young quarterback and making him throw it away. 10 seconds left here.
Could be the final play of the half. With 3rd down, if they don't pick up 1st down, my guess is they'll either take a knee or punt it or keep it in bounds and let the clock expire.
Yep.
Hall takes the snap. He rolls out to the right side. Looks to throw. He's got a man that's incomplete. Went right through his hands. Intended for Jack McNeil and out of bounds. So 4th down and 10 with 4 seconds to play. And this will be, I have no doubt, a punt or a knee. But if it's a knee, you've got to run around for at least 4 seconds.
Around, try and wear this clock out a little bit. What you'll probably end up seeing is some type of roll pass again. Your banking the play can go about 6 seconds based on rolling out and letting it fly.
So the Wadsworth team goes to the sideline after taking a timeout. 4 seconds remain. New Albany comes to the sideline as well. We will take a quick timeout and come right back. This is high school football Friday night.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany Eagles football team. Dr. Maple's office is located in the heart of New Albany, where she and her family reside. Not only are the Maples passionate about football, they're passionate about a great smile too. Dr. Maple and her staff invite you to visit them at their practice or check out straightsmile.com to learn more. From the Maple Orthodontics family to the New Albany Eagles family, best of luck this season and go Eagles.
4 seconds remain in the half. 7-7 is our score. The Eagles have 27 rushing yards. They're 1 for 2 throwing the football. 104 total yards offense. They've held Wadsworth to 106 total yards offense. So this first half could be characterized as defensive struggle for the most part. The score would indicate that. It's 7-7. Hall rolls out, looking to throw deep. A high, long pass that is out of bounds and well beyond his intended receiver. And that shows the clock at 0-0. So to the locker room go the Grizzlies and the Eagles, all tied at 7. It's halftime at Veterans Field on Eagle Stadium, and we will have the halftime show brought to you by the RE/MAX Peak Realtor, Bubba Kidwell. That coming up after this timeout. This is high school football Friday night.
Buying or selling a home, especially in today's market, can be overwhelming. You want a realtor that you can depend on and trust. Someone who's at the peak of their game. You can find that person at RE/MAX Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell. As a teacher and coach in the New Albany community for more than 20 years, Bubba's now ready to serve you in a different way by putting together a game plan for buying or selling your home. RE/MAX Peak is a small office with big results, and they pride themselves on building relationships. Give Bubba Kidwell a call today and let him put together your game plan to help you win in your next home purchase or sale. Bubba Kidwell, proud supporter of tonight's peak performer of the game. Call him today at 614-288-1066. That's 614-288-1066. Or visit him on the web at BubbaKidwell.com.
Welcome back. This is the halftime show. It's sponsored by the RE/MAX Peak Realtor, Bubba Kidwell. And we appreciate Bubba and all of our sponsors. Certainly, he has left his mark on this football program. And now that he has put his coaching hat down, he continues to leave his mark on the program by being a good neighbor and sponsoring these kids and being a part of these broadcasts.
You're talking about just a guy that's so selfless and just so caring and loves the community and always ready to get back. And obviously one of my best friends and, was my defensive coordinator when I was the head coach, and just the things that he did for me on a day-to-day, constant basis. And then it's still fun. We just finding him in his classroom and be able to go in and give the big fella a hug and chat him up. So thanks to Bubba for always supporting and keeping it rolling. And if you got those residential need to sell my house needs, BubbaKidwell.com.
Yes, sir. 99 yards is how many yards the Eagles have on the ground in the first half. Miles Jackson also 1 for 2 for 4 yards. That's kind of the way offense has gone, but the big stat is one that's not rushing or passing.
No.
It's what happens when those flags go flying.
Yeah, Chris, we looked at that. That was one thing that jumped out right away as a coach when you're getting your halftime report from your statistician. You're looking at your third down efficiency. Both teams are 0 for on third down, which is good for, obviously, the New Albany defense. Not so much fun for the New Albany offense. So you're seeing good amount there. The next thing you scroll to is that penalties. What are we doing to hurt ourselves a little bit? I don't mind aggressive penalties. I don't mind full speed penalties. But the things that it's just a focus penalty, that's what the Eagles got to try and nip in the bud as quick as they can. Chris, they got 9 penalties in the first half. That's going to be addressed at halftime. They're not intentional, right? These are high school kids. It's cooking. It's 90 degrees outside. You got 3,000 or 4,000 people in the stands having fun. You got the band playing. You got the hot dogs cooking. You're having a great time playing Eagle football. And yeah, those hard counts give me every once in a while, or my hands got a little bit too much on the defensive lineman to get that holding call. But sure enough, those things are going to be addressed right now. The classroom, it's a setting right now at halftime. It's a classroom setting where coaches are getting together. They're communicating these type of things, identifying the problems that need to be solved, and then coming up with those solutions.
We want to recognize our Maple Orthodontics patient of the week. Her name is Kate Hast. Kate is a soccer, basketball, and track participant. No banjo, but she does everything else, and she's good at all of it. And of course, there's so many great kids that are part of student athletics here at the New Albany school system. And as we saw tonight, Coach, when you talk about biddy football or Little League football,
yeah,
you've got cheerleaders and players, several teams deep as they come out and all want to someday wear the maroon and gold of the high school football team. And it's just fun to watch that kind of legacy being built in this town.
It's a special night, especially from a coaching and players' perspective. As you're in the locker room preparing, we do something unique, and we allow those young guys to come through and quickly give some high fives to the seniors and exit out the back, or all the players, actually, not just the seniors. But they get to smell that locker room. They get to see the tradition on the walls. They get to give a fist bump to these New Albany football players. And those high school football players, to those young guys, you might as well be in the NFL. So I can remember seeing my Kettering Fairmont Firebirds play when I was a youngster, and I just thought those guys were just huge. So special night. We had over 250 youth cheerleaders tonight. Richie Rittenhouse was telling me. So got to get that spirit going and get the Eagle Rumble rolling today.
Lots of fun. And of course, we've talked a lot about Daniel Rayco and the legacy that he has left behind. Daniel passed away just recently, but he has been a huge, not a mascot. That undersells who he is. He's been an ambassador of New Albany football and New Albany athletics, and including participating through Special Olympics. And certainly Daniel will be missed, but his legacy lives on, and his story will be told for generations to come, there's no doubt.
And he's having fun up there tonight watching the Eagles play, because he's got that juice going, because his Eagles are fighting. Got to clean up a couple of these little mistakes, but he loves this Eagle defense. Gave up the one big play, right, for the touchdown there in the second quarter.
Yep.
But he's loving how the offense is staying on schedule, running hard. Ashton Allen running left, running right. A little bit more success over that left side, it looks like right now. But Grant Nelson getting those hard yards inside. Good things happening. I'd love to see Ashton Allen keep breaking those tackles and take one about 80-85 tonight to the house.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will tell you how each team scored, as the score is 7-7 at the half. We'll also look at scores of other teams in the OCC around the area, and we'll talk about some keys to the second half. What do the Eagles have to do to take this baby home and end up 1-1 when the night is over? All of that still to come on the Bubba Kidwell Remax Peak Performer halftime show. But first, this time out, you are listening to High School Football Friday night.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany Eagles football team. Dr. Maple's office is located in the heart of New Albany, where she and her family reside. Not only are the Maples passionate about football, they're passionate about a great smile too. Dr. Maple and her staff invite you to visit them at their practice or check out straightsmile.com to learn more. From the Maple Orthodontics family to the New Albany Eagles family, best of luck this season, and go Eagles.
Hello, sports fans. This is the Hammer. Hey, if you own a small business or a family looking for tax or accounting help, Boost Tax Company offers all you need. Tax prep, bam, they can do it. Tax planning, pow, not a problem. Fixing back taxes or IRS trouble, boom, Relax. They got it. For a free tax consultation, give the folks at Bush Tax Company a call at 614-600-3777. That number is 614-600-3777. Or visit them on the web at bushtax.com. That's BUSCH tax.com. Bush Tax Company is a proud sponsor of the coaches, athletes, and families that make Ohio high school football so great. Hey, tell the people at Bush Tax Company that the Hammer sent you.
Hey, New Albany Eagle fans, Aaron Cassidy here, owner of GBSN. I'd like to let you in on a little bit of a secret. I really like my car. And with that, I only take my car one place to get it washed. And that's your locally owned premier car wash, Captain Car Wash, located right here in New Albany. For over 20 years, Captain Car Wash has serviced the Central Ohio area, and they're located at 5673 North Hamilton Road. Captain Car Wash is open 24 hours a day and features hassle and touch-free automatic washes for those who are on the go, along with large, brightly lit self-service bays for those who like to do the washing on their own. And don't forget to download the Captain Car Wash app for special deals, the ability to earn free washes, and to pay for services digitally. Visit Captain Car Wash today at 5673 North Hamilton Road, conveniently located right here in New Albany. Captain Car Wash, proud supporter of New Albany Eagle football.
Home Turf Clothing Company is proud to support New Albany athletics. Show off your local pride with our collection of unique graphics and fresh apparel, with all New Albany sports gear available on our website year-round. Customize your look with your favorite player's name, or we can create a personalized design so that you can rock your gear your way and enjoy fast, free shipping on every order every day. We also have you covered with team uniforms to outfit your squad with high-quality gear that performs as great as it looks. We're more than just apparel. We're about community and giving back. Partner with us for fundraisers and make a difference together. Visit HomeTurfClothing.com today. Home Turf Clothing Company. Your spirit, your style, your home turf.
Buying or selling a home, especially in today's market, can be overwhelming. You want a realtor that you can depend on and trust. Someone who's at the peak of their game. You can find that person at RE/MAX Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell. As a teacher and coach in the New Albany community for more than 20 years, Bubba's now ready to serve you in a different way by putting together a game plan for buying or selling your home. RE/MAX Peak is a small office with big results, and they pride themselves on building relationships. Give Bubba Kidwell a call today and let him put together your game plan to help you win in your next home purchase or sale. Bubba Kidwell, proud supporter of tonight's peak performer of the game. Call him today at 614-288-1066. That's 614-288-1066. Or visit him on the web at BubbaKidwell.com.
Welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Bubba Kidwell and his RE/MAX Peak Performance real estate team. Scores from around the area with Coach Pat Samanich. I'm Chris Selwecki. Pickerington Central up big on Huber Heights Wayne, 24-6. Dublin Kaufman leading Miamisburg 14-9. The next 2 weeks, New Albany will be on the road against Olentangy Berlin, against Upper Arlington. Those two teams are playing each other tonight. Upper Arlington leads Olentangy Berlin 17-7 in the fourth quarter. Dublin Jerome leads Reynoldsburg 20-7. The Lancaster Golden Gales trailing Wayne Valley 21-7. Canal Winchester getting beat by Hilliard Davidson 29-15. Perrysburg shutting out Marysville 37-0. Marysville having a tough time here early in this 2024 campaign. Waterson all over Dublin Scioto 45-0. Olentangy and Medina tied at 14. Olentangy Liberty leads Glenville's Tarblooders.
How about that?
14-7. That's at the half. That's a great game in. The Tarblooders are perennial playoff and state championship contenders, and there they are in a dogfight. DeSales leads Hamilton Baden 17-3. Bradley over Darby in the Battle of Hilliard 28-7. Hartley getting beat by Ursuline out of Youngstown 41-10. Grove City 17, Westland 14. My buddy Brad said Westland was going to be good.
How about that?
And they are hanging with him right now.
Grove City, I'm going to tell you what, look out for Grove City this year. So get it done, Westland. Let's go.
There it is.
How about the Gahanna score? Did you see that?
Gahanna's trailing 8-7 to Groveport Madison. Groveport Madison on the edge of going 2-0. That's the first time they've done that in quite a while, especially against that kind of competition.
Knocked off Hilliard Bradley last week, so two big tough opponents, week 1 and week 2 for Groveport, but right now taking care of business.
Olentangy Orange leading Westerville North 42-27. Looking for a few more of the scores from our league. Haven't been able to find them, but Central Crossing and Franklin Heights in a good one. 15-14, Franklin Heights on top.
Westerville South was up big over Westerville Central. Last I looked, I believe it was 38-3. Yeah, 38-3. Wildcats over the Warhawks in the third quarter.
Delaware Hayes leads Marion Franklin 30-0. So that's a number of the scores from around the area. Of course, you can get a score stream and find all of the scores at a moment's notice. Columbus Dispatch also partners in 10 TV partners with Score Stream, so you can get that information. Of course, if you want stats and more, we'll talk about some stats here for this football game that we're calling right now. But you can also just visit the press box stats. Press Box Football, and they get a lot of great information. Wadsworth, Bryson Hall, 4 for 10 throwing the football, 76 yards, 1 touchdown. Ryan Stoops started the game at quarterback. He's 4 for 8, 17 yards, no touchdowns. We don't know if Stoops went out with an injury, if Bryson Hall came in because Stoops was somewhat ineffective.
Yeah.
Hall is a freshman, and he's played most of the second quarter, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens the rest of the way with that young man. But the second ball he threw was a 45-yard touchdown strike, which gave his team a tie with New Albany on 2:21 in the second quarter. And so he came in with very little stress and just cool as a cucumber, found that guy over the middle.
And Chris, like we said, he snuck in on us because the operation was so clean. You talked about it, we looked on the roster, and sure enough, he is a freshman, verified, and he was able to hard count the Eagles at a couple different times, looked poised back there with his play action fakes, it wasn't rushed, and then when he threw that vertical play action ball, that seam to number 7 left, it was just, like we said, we thought it was Stoops because it was just a very mature throw, right? And we looked, all of a sudden, you look at number 16, and he's a freshman coming out, so you got to tip your hat to this Wadsworth offensive staff to have the confidence in a freshman. You want those guys usually to cut their teeth on JV and be able to, the speed of the game from a Friday night and Saturday is, drastically different. But this young man, it looks like a slow game to him back there because he doesn't have happy feet. Did a nice job a couple times on the rollout, throwing the ball away, making good decisions. So I'm not sure if Hall's a coach's kid or not, but he must know a coach somewhere because he sure looks like a coach's kid.
Their favorite receiver in the first half was Calix Lemp. Lemp, 3 receptions, 67 yards, 1 touchdown.
Number 7.
His long was a 45, and that was the touchdown. He averages 22.3. Running the football, Gavin Madigan, 5 carries, 49 yards, averaging 9.8 yards a carry. Ryan Stoops is the next best carrier. He's 4 for 8 yards, 2 yards a carry, and not in the game right now. So, the big fella, Madigan, is the guy. And so far, stopping the run has been something New Albany has done relatively well here in the first half.
Yeah, and that's one thing that was the number one, the number one to do on the defensive board was you've got to stop the running, and specifically that weak side counter play. They finally got a little success going within the second quarter there, but the Eagles are going to make some adjustments and obviously get it refocused, rehydrated, and get back on action. Checking the hands. The defenders got to make sure they're disciplined. The linebackers got to make sure if I've got quarterback, I would take quarterback, but I'm checking hands when that ball is released to the running back, redirect to the running back. Don't waste steps. Eyes up when your feet get to the football.
For New Albany running the football, Grant Nelson has 12 carries for 40 yards, averaging 3.3 yards a carry. 9 yards is his long, and he's been the guy pretty much between the tackles. Ashton Allen, 10 carries, 28 yards, 2.8 yards a carry, but his long is 16, and he has shown moments of brilliance, and he's had a few penalties, not his penalties, but have called him back from really long runs.
Because we've seen those 2 big runs where the penalty is behind him, that he's just doing it all on his own in the open field, not going out of bounds, put his foot in the ground, staying vertical, delivering the blow to the defender, and then really just not breaking stride. So look to see Ashton Allen, Chris, finish this thing off in the second half. I expect one of those big runs to go this time.
Lewis Justin the third, 3 carries for 27 yards. He's averaging 9 yards a carry. And let's not forget Miles Jackson, only 3 carries for 4 yards, but his 1-yard carry is what got them their touchdown after a nice fumble recovery, got him down on the doorstep, and the quarterback was able to take him home.
Senior quarterback Miles Jackson will do anything his team needs. Very, very quiet, leads by example, but man, you talk about a competitor, so he gets those tough yards as well inside on those quarterback sneaks. He's savvy enough to find the hole, physical enough to be able to get pushed through and be able to keep moving forward to get himself into the end zone there.
And how about this? We don't talk about punts very often, and rightly so, I suppose. Chance Bradley, 4 punts, 178 yards.
That's awesome.
That's 44 and a half yards on a punt, and 3 of the 4 punts inside the 20.
We talk about, when we talk to our opponent, every time we send them out, you're yelling at them, flip the field, flip the field. And that's exactly what's happening. You're taking your field position. Punter is pinning the next offensive drive for the opponent to be inside the 20-yard line. And like you said, it's been inside the 20, inside the 15, and had that one I thought was just going to. We got those 2 hometown bounces, which I like.
Yep.
The turf's been nice, so Chance taking advantage of it.
We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, it'll be keys to the game and the second half get underway for you from here. 7-7 is the score at the half. This is the Remax halftime show brought to you by Bubba Kidwell Remax Peak Realtors. More to come after this.
Buying or selling a home, especially in today's market, can be overwhelming. You want a realtor that you can depend on and trust. Someone who's at the peak of their game. You can find that person at Remax Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell. As a teacher and coach in the New Albany community for more than 20 years, Bubba's now ready to serve you in a different way by putting together a game plan for buying or selling your home. Remax Peak is a small office with big results, and they pride themselves on building relationships. Give Bubba Kidwell a call today and let him put together your game plan to help you win in your next home purchase or sale. Bubba Kidwell, proud supporter of tonight's peak performer of the game. Call him today at 614-288-1066. That's 614-288-1066. Or visit him on the web at BubbaKidwell.com. This week in New Albany football history goes back to the 2013 season on a warm week number 2 night on September 6th. It was a wild game. The New Albany Eagles outlast the Westerville Central Warhawks 57-50 in a game that saw senior Tanner Clyde go 11 of 12 for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns. His favorite receiver was Joe Sigenthaler with touchdown catches of 17, 69, and 32 yards. But none of those plays were as big as Joe Sigenthaler's 61-yard touchdown that sounded like this.
A receiver and a wing on the right. Split backs in the backfield. Klein's going to turn and give. Sigenthaler inside. He's going to get across the 50. He's on 2 races. Sigenthaler 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Albany Eagles. And the Eagles take it to the house. Joseph Sigenthaler.
It was that touchdown that put the New Albany Eagles up for good. This look at New Albany football history is brought to you by the Wilson family. Our thanks to Mark and Jenny Wilson, along with football alumni Connor, Ryan, and Jack. Hey, New Albany Eagle fans, Aaron Cassidy here, owner of GBSN, and I'd like to let you in on a little bit of a secret. I really like my car, and with that, I only take my car one place to get it washed, and that's your locally owned premier car wash, Captain Car Wash, located right here in New Albany. For over 20 years, Captain Car Wash has serviced the Central Ohio area, and they're located at 5673 North Hamilton Road. Captain Car Wash is open 24 hours a day and features hassle and touch-free automatic washes for those who are on the go, along with large, brightly lit self-service bays for those who like to do the washing on their own. And don't forget to download the Captain Car Wash app for special deals, the ability to earn free washes, and to pay for services digitally. Visit Captain Car Wash today at 5673 North Hamilton Road, conveniently located right here in New Albany. Captain Car Wash, proud supporter of New Albany Eagle football.
Home Turf Clothing Company is proud to support New Albany athletics. Show off your local pride with our collection of unique graphics and fresh apparel, with all New Albany sports gear available on our website year-round. Customize your look with your favorite player's name, or we can create a personalized design so that you can rock your gear your way and enjoy fast, free shipping on every order every day. We also have you covered with team uniforms to outfit your squad with high-quality gear that performs as great as it looks. We are more than just apparel. We're about community and giving back. Partner with us for fundraisers and make a difference together. Visit HomeTurfClothing.com today. Home Turf Clothing Company. Your spirit, your style, your home turf.
Welcome back to the halftime show. We are wrapping this one up and getting ready for the second half. 7-7 is our score. As we prepare for the second half, both teams back out during their warm-ups. It gives us a chance to talk about keys to the second half. And, Coach, certainly cleaning up penalties would be a big one, but there's got to be a few more things on your mind as you get ready to look at the second half.
Offensively, you've got to clean the operation up, and that's the bottom line. Just control what we can control with those penalties. Make sure the focus is on your formation and your assignment. Make sure that you know exactly where you're supposed to be. Get there, do your job, but let's clean those little things up really quick. The big play capacity, the big play ability is close. Ashton Allen and Grant Nelson are getting those tough yards inside. This Eagle team is in great shape. They've conditioned hard. They practice hard in the heat. And so this is nothing that makes them uncomfortable. Look to see Ashton Allen go. Defensively, stop Madigan. Get him to chop his feet. You want him to start feeling like he's in a phone booth a little bit. When he's had success, he's 215 pounds, Chris. When he doesn't break stride, when you get that big fella moving in stride, that's going to be a problem. He can run, he's got speed, but he's a banger. So this team is built to try and Wadsworth, they're trying to build to try and wear you down in the second half. Defensively, I'll talk with one of the defensive coaches a little bit. They're going to get a little help on the back end for those vertical seam routes off that play action. So look to see a little bit of a coverage adjustment. And then they were challenged. Coach Finn challenged this team about cleaning up those operations. That's not Eagle football. To finish this game, to finish it right, they got to clean that stuff up. Look to see that happen. Eagles are halfway from being 1-0.
Just about ready to start the second half. The Eagles will get the football to start the second half as they kicked it away back in the beginning of the ball game. So we can look forward to that. Eagles Grizzlies Part 2 coming up in just about 30 seconds. And as we get ready for that, we want to tell you how grateful we are for all of our sponsors. We want to encourage you to visit Captain Car Wash located at 5673 North Hamilton Road in New Albany. They have self-service bays, touch-free car wash for all of those on the go. All of us are on the go. You know how hot it's been, the heat, the dust. It's so tough on your car, and your car is a huge investment, so make sure you take good care of it. Stop by Captain Car Wash, let them take care of it, and when you do, tell them Aaron Cassidy sent you. They won't know who Aaron is, but it's still a nice thing to say, so you can let them know Aaron Cassidy sent you, and it'll be great. So go to Captain Car Wash, especially the one at 5673 North Hamilton Road, because they are sponsors of New Albany Eagle football.
Special teams, we talk a little bit about that often. Be a weapon. It's happening tonight. Chance Bradley, the punter, doing a great job. We discussed flipping the field, what that means. I'm still ready for this kickoff return team. They're close. Hit that seam. It's getting into behind that first wedge, first wall, and seeing the daylight run through the fire. Don't break stride.
Eagles will be moving from right to left on your internet browser as we start the second half. Wadsworth set to kick it away. It'll be number 47 to do the honors. Number 42 to do the honors, Jack Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, a 5'9", 155-pound senior. He is the kicker on this team. There are 3 Eagles standing back at the 5-yard line to return this kickoff. The clock says 12 minutes. Dinwiddie hears the whistle. The kick goes high, end over end. Received at the goal line. 5-yard, 10-yard, 15 yards, trying to find some space across the 20 after slithering through a couple tacklers.
Okay.
And out to the 22, 1st and 10 for the Eagles on that kickoff return.
Guess who's number 6? Gabe Kofer, all-state linebacker. One of those kids, he's a track guy too, man. He can put his foot in the ground and go. I love that they got their weapons back there return. Kofer doing a nice job getting the ball out past the 20.
Lewis Justin III comes in as one of the running backs. Miles Jackson comes in to run the offense, and number 19, Vincent Williams, is the receiver. He is standing on the near side, just inside the 2 of the 20-yard line. Jackson under center, hands it off, cutting it up inside. Nothing doing this time for Grant Nelson. Or maybe that was Lewis Justin. Either way, loss of about 3 on the play as the Wadsworth front 7 were behind the offensive line like that.
Yeah, these defenses, Chris, are built very similar, right? The front 7 doing a nice job of slanting and angling, moving to, the tight side to the split side. A lot of movement by those big fellas, and those linebackers flowing to the football hard.
So 2nd down and 13 for the Eagles. Coming in late from the sideline, number 14, Holden Mead. He goes wide to the right side, all the way out just inside the hash mark. At the 17, Jackson hands it off. Ashton Allen trying to find some space. Nothing doing. He gets close to the 20. They're going to mark him at the 20. But that's going to make it 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles obviously trying to get that buck sweep going. They've made a couple adjustments. You can see some minor tweaks. running a little bit split side early on and coming back to Ashton Allen tight side that time. Third down, they're behind the chains. You got to be smart with the football here.
Coming in from the sideline, Brendan Busowitz. Busowitz is 6 foot, 180-pound wideout defensive back. He's a senior, does a little bit of everything. Key captain on this team for sure. Jackson sends a man in motion. He rolls out to the right, looks to throw. He's got some time. Now he's under a little bit of duress, still looks to get rid of it, and finally just throws it away. And so that will bring up 4th down and 12 in a punting situation as Jackson finds himself on his backside after throwing the football.
I like the call, Chris. Roll Miles Jackson out to the field. You got some 3-level flood going on there. Well defended by Wadsworth, doing a great job of just jumping in the hip pockets. We call that being in phase. And then Miles Jackson just extends, nothing happening, throws it out of bounds. Smart.
10:23 to play in the third and 4th down and 12, so it'll be a punting situation. Chance Bradley has been brilliant tonight. We mentioned it. 4 times he's punted the ball, 3 times inside the 20. He's not going to get inside the 20 from here as he punts it away from about the 13-yard line. But it does take a bounce and goes out of bounds at the Eagle 49-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 on a short field. They're going to put it right at the 50. So 1st and 10 from the 50 for Wadsworth.
I bet you're going to get a heavy dose of number 2, Gavin Madigan. We talked about him. He's only a junior, but, man, he's stacked. 5'11", 215 pounds. Eagles have got to make sure they continue to shut those running lanes down, get him to chop his feet. Don't let him get comfortable in stride because he gets those shoulders over those knees. Look out.
Mason Smith, one of the linebackers on the far side of this formation.
I wonder if Stoops got hurt.
Might be because his Stoops still isn't in there. It's number 16, Bryson Hall, the freshman who starts the second half.
They got Madigan in a slot. Yep, here it comes.
Throws to Madigan, incomplete, right through his hands, and oh my goodness, Clay Carr was almost there to pull it down and intercept it. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Like what they're doing with Madigan, moving him around a little bit. He's bent back there in the eye, pounding the ball a little bit. Move him out to that slot, give him just a little bit of a bubble screen. All of a sudden, you want to try hit him in space and have a corner tackle him. That's not much fun.
Getting tackled by Clay Carr, no fun. Getting run over by Madigan, not much fun.
Not much fun either.
Madigan to the right side of Hall and standing behind him for this 2nd down and 10 play. Hall looks to the sideline. Twins to the high side of the formation. Everything else is bunch. Brings a man in motion from the top to the bottom. Handoff Madigan. Finds a big hole up the middle. Madigan to the 40. Bounces it outside to the 35 to the 30. Madigan up the left sideline and driven. Still on his feet. Thought he got driven out of bounds. He did not. He gets inside the 10-yard line before being taken down. A big-time run by number 2, Gavin Madigan.
Talked a little bit about that. Don't let him get in stride. That's exactly what he did. Had a little split side counterplay going on there by the big fella, and he just had a nice block. Got vertical, got to the outside, almost took it to the house.
43-yard run for Gavin Madigan. Handoff up the middle. Breaking tackles, pushing forward, getting across the 5 to the 3 before being taken down.
You know, that's a philosophy that coaches have. We're going to try and wear you down, and you put all your eggs in that basket, and you really want to see it come to pass. And right now on this drive, what you're seeing a little bit is that coming to pass. They're being physical up front. Wadsworth doing a nice job of being patient. Eagles on their heels a little bit right now.
After that 5-yard run by Madigan, he gets a much-deserved break. 2nd and goal from the 3. Handoff, left side. Fighting, still fighting on his feet, but taken down short of the goal line at the 1-yard line. That's number 26, Cooper Gray, a 5'11", 170-pound running back. He's a junior.
This junior class, I got to count them up. I want to see what happened that year. But their birth year, they had a lot of fun having some football players because these guys, they're just junior after junior after junior, playing very experienced on a Friday night.
3rd down and goal from the 1. Handoff up the middle. Did he get in? It doesn't look like it. Both of the officials come up short of the goal line and no signal for the touchdown, which means it's going to be 4th down and inches inside the 1-yard line.
See if we can't get a little fumble snap, Chris.
The ball carrier, by the way, was number 6, Jacob Ernest, a 6'2 junior. Another junior.
I'm telling you. Are there any seniors on there? Oh, there's some seniors. Okay.
Madigan back in for this play. Hand off Madigan, right side, touchdown Wadsworth. 7:57 in the third quarter. Madigan plunges in for a yard, touchdown. And Wadsworth takes the lead 13-7 with the extra point still in front of us.
Got a little fun fact going on. So my cousin Jamie Vanek, a former head football coach up in the Cleveland area, now an administrator doing great things, talked about the running back from Wadsworth, Madigan, is the nephew of his cousin on the one side of the family. I said he's a dude, and all of a sudden replied back, he's a great kid looking at Ivy League or West Point even. So academic as well. This guy Madigan's trying to know his family with me, but we got to move him down to New Albany for the second half of the season. Gee, nice. Come on, Coach Vanek, bring him down.
Madigan in the end zone. The extra point was good. It was 7:57 to play in the third. Wadsworth takes a 14-7 advantage. More to come after this timeout. This is high school football Friday night.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany Eagles football team. Dr. Maple's office is located in the heart of New Albany, where she and her family reside. Not only are the Maples passionate about football, they're passionate about a great smile too. Dr. Maple and her staff invite you to visit them at their practice or check out straightsmile.com to learn more. From the Maple Orthodontics family to the New Albany Eagles family, best of luck this season and go Eagles.
So the Eagles got stuck on their first offensive drive and they had to punt it from deep in their own territory. It was received, or it was downed, I should say, right at midfield for Wadsworth. 2 plays later, a 43-yard run from Madigan put them on the 7, and a few plays later, Madigan punches it in from 1 yard out. Yep. The PAT is good. So now the Eagles will get their second offensive opportunity, this time though trailing 14-7 with 7:57 to play in the third. Dunwoody's kick is short, fielded at 6-yard line, to the 10, to the 15, looking for space, finding some, to the 25, out to the 27 before being taken down. I can't see what that number is.
I even got my glasses on tonight, Chris, for this exact reason. 26, is that Jet Jewers?
I think that's Jewers. I think you're exactly right. So a pretty good return for Jet, and that puts them at they get spotted at the 26, not the 27, and that's where the Eagles take over 1st and 10. Miles Jackson comes in, as does number 28, Jack Morgan. Morgan is wide to the left side of the formation. Jackson hands it off. Ashton Allen cuts it up inside, gets a yard, nothing more. 2nd down and 9.
Running hard over that left side behind Nick Newsom and left guard Luke Ellis.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 9 after Allen picks up a yard going left side. He cut it up inside because the outside was strung out, but the second level was able to come in and plug that gap very quickly.
Yep. Big 2nd down here, Chris. You want to try and get yourself in 3rd and short.
Man in motion. Jackson hands it off across the 30 to the 31.
Okay.
Brings up about 3rd down and 6.
Number 25, Grant Nelson.
Grant Nelson, actually 3rd down and 5 after Grant Nelson picks up 4 on the carry.
Grant Nelson doing a nice job over the left guard Luke Ellis, getting those hard yards. He's just banging. Rarely on first contact is Grant Nelson, the fullback, going down.
6:49 to play in the third. Jackson under center, long snap count. Now he stands up, looks around, makes an adjustment perhaps, goes right back under center, hands off. Ashton Allen, right side, nothing doing. Gets a yard, nothing more. It's going to be 4th down and 3, and now it's decision time for the Eagles.
Yeah. Coach Finn's been aggressive on 4th downs. This is one of those that's tough, Chris. You're in your own territory. You're about 34-yard line. You want to get that 1st down so bad to give your defensive load come off of that last drive, but I like the decision here. Punted away. Chance Bradley been doing a great job of flipping the field. Let's see if you can even get one muffed a little bit. Flip the field and get the ball back.
Yeah, Bradley, we mentioned it, 4 punts, 178 yards, averaging 44.5, as long as 52. He stands at his own 20, gets the snap, gets the punt away. It's a line drive, but it's well kicked. It'll be fielded at the 29, fair caught, and that's where Wadsworth takes over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. They lead 14-7, 5:52 to play in the third period. Home Turf Clothing Company is proud to support New Albany athletics. You can show off your local pride with our collection of unique graphics and fresh apparel with all New Albany sports gear available on our website year-round. Visit www.hometurfclothing.com. I reached out to him today. I want to get some swag for the season.
Oh, we got to get you geared up, big fella, baby. Big defensive stand here. Look to see if the Eagles made a couple adjustments. I know they were doing a lot of talking down there on the bench. Coach Yar, Coach Luge getting some work from up top from Coach Smith about some things. So let's see what we got going on.
Looking to throw. That's Hall from that gets it to the outside. It's caught and up the left sideline. I think that's Madigan again. Perhaps that's number 7, Cowlick's Limp.
Yep, that's Limp. That's great. That's great rhythm, great ball there. Just a quick play action fake, but just threw a nice job on the quick out. Lemp does a nice job of getting that yak, yards after catch.
1st and 10 from the 44, pass to the outside. That's also caught into New Albany territory, breaking a tackle. Up the right sideline, trying to get caught and tripped up at the last minute was number 14, Jack McNeil. He's inside the 10. There is a flag down.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a face mask by the Eagle corner. Accidentally just kind of got wrapped up a little bit with the receiver trying to get him down.
That is the initial signal from the side judge. Face mask against the Eagles, which means that play will stand. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for Wadsworth.
2 quick out throws, but we talk about that yak, yards after catch. Those quick throws to the out to just getting your ball to an athlete in space. Now you're one-on-one, and that's kind of a play out of the Eagles playbook that Wadsworth is stealing right now from us.
Because it was a personal foul, they assess half the distance to the goal after the reception, so they move it up 2.5 yards. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2.
Guess who's in the eye?
Big number 2, Mr. Madigan. And into the end zone he goes. 2nd touchdown in as many drives for Madigan. And with 5:19 to play, Wadsworth has opened up a 2-touchdown advantage with the extra point still to come. 20-7. .5:19 to play in the 3rd. Dinwiddie is on to kick the extra point. The snap is good. The hold. Pressure coming off the side from New Albany, but Dinwiddie able to stay with it and kick it through. And with 5:19 to play, it's Wadsworth 21, New Albany 7. More to come after this timeout. You are listening to High School Football Friday night.
This week in New Albany football history goes back to the 2013 season on a warm week number 2 night on September 6th. It was a wild game. The New Albany Eagles outlast the Westerville Central Warhawks 57-50 in a game that saw senior Tanner Clyde go 11 of 12 for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns. His favorite receiver was Joe Sigenthaler with touchdown catches of 17, 69, and 32 yards. But none of those plays were as big as Joe Sigenthaler's 61-yard touchdown that sounded like this.
A receiver and a wing on the right. Split backs in the backfield. Klein's going to turn again. Sigenthaler inside. He's going to get across the 50. He's on to the races. Sigenthaler 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Albany Eagles. And the Eagles take it to the house. Joseph Sigenthaler.
It was that touchdown that put the New Albany Eagles up for good. This look at New Albany football history is brought to you by the Wilson family. Our thanks to Mark and Jenny Wilson, along with football alumni Connor, Ryan, and Jack.
The kickoff by Wadsworth was muffed by New Albany, but it was recovered in the end zone, and so they will get it 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line as the Eagles get set for their 3rd offensive possession of the second half, and so far the first 2 have been tough sledding for the Eagles.
Stalled out a little bit on those first 2 drives coming out of the locker room here, so Coach Finn looking to get this one going. They're obviously 1st and 10 on their own 20. You're down 2 scores. Nothing to panic about, but time to get some first down production and get after a little bit.
Second down on the play as the Jackson Carter takes the ball to the outside, but only picks up a yard on the short pass.
Yeah, looked a little bit as the Eagles were trying to attack the perimeter. Jackson Carter does a nice job getting the edge a little bit, but you got to credit, Chris, this Wadsworth defense doing a nice job running to the football. They're physical, sound, well coached.
2nd down and 9. Entering the game for New Albany, Holden Mead. He's wide to the left side. Handoff, cutting it up on the inside. A little bit of space across the 25 to the 28-yard line. I believe that was Ashton Allen for about 6.
Yeah, good hard run there by Ashton Allen, working that left side. Nick Newsom, number 70, that left tackle, big fella, doing a nice job of blocking down, really creating an edge for Ashton Allen to put his foot in the ground and go.
So it was a 7-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1 for the Eagles. We'll see if they can get a first down here, move the chains, get a little momentum, get a little continuity going on this offense. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle. Driven back, and I don't know from where the officials coming in on the far side. I don't think they got it.
No.
Grant Nelson ran into a wall of white and red. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2 after he lost 1.
He actually lost the yard. That was just a great defensive call on that 3rd and short. They did what we call a pinch, where the nose guard over the center is really just basing him up and just trying to drive the center back, and then the 2 defensive tackles on each side are coming inside those gaps, trying to really just tighten it up down there in the middle.
Handoff, cut it forward. Oh, very, very close, but it looks like from where the officials are coming in, they're going to be just a smidge short. That's going to be turnover on downs, depending on where they spot it.
I like the aggressive play call. Coach Finn's he's been successful over that left side with Ashton Allen. You come back to the senior. Senior put his foot in the ground, really attacked it aggressively. Just got to tip your hat right now to Wadsworth. Their defense did a good job there of being physical at the point of attack.
So turnover on downs gives it to Wadsworth, 1st and 10 on the New Albany 29-yard line. 21-7, Wadsworth with the lead. 3:23 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Chris, Eagles got to find a way to get a turnover here.
Yeah, they need to bow their backs here.
That.
Flag flies. You're good.
What do we got here?
Illegal substitution against Wadsworth.
Okay.
5-yard penalty, and they'll back them up. Wadsworth has not been penalized much at all tonight. But there's one for 5.
Take it. Take it.
1st and 15, rolling out now. A handoff on a little counter play. Number 26 breaks a tackle up the left side. He's heading to the end zone. Touchdown. That's Cooper Gray, 5'11" junior running back, and the quarterback Hall started to come to his right.
Yeah.
Then he handed it off to Gray, who went the opposite way in a counter move. And the defense was moving, and they couldn't adjust quickly enough.
Well-designed play call there, like you talked about. Get the quarterback moving. Looks like he's going to do a sprint pass out to the right side, slip in on the underneath counter, kind of the old Sally-looking play out of the wing T playbook. And what you saw was an Eagle defense really flowing hard to really try and shut down the passing lanes and to try and get some pressure on the quarterback sprinting out to his right. And we come back with a nice, well-executed counter back to the left. Nobody home.
Dinwiddie's extra point is up and good. And so with 3:11 to play, it is now Wadsworth 28 and the Eagles 7. We'll take a quick break and come back with more. This is high school football Friday night.
Hey, New Albany Eagle fans, Aaron Cassidy here, owner of GBSN, and I'd like to let you in on a little bit of a secret. I really like my car, and with that, I only take my car one place to get it washed, and that's your locally owned premier car wash, Captain Car Wash, located right here in New Albany. For over 20 years, Captain Car Wash has serviced the Central Ohio area, and they're located at 5673 North Hamilton Road. Captain Car Wash is open 24 hours a day and features hassle and touch-free automatic washes for those who are on the go, along with large, brightly lit self-service bays for those who like to do the washing on their own. And don't forget to download the Captain Car Wash app for special deals, the ability to earn free washes, and to pay for services digitally. Visit Captain Car Wash today at 5673 North Hamilton Road, conveniently located right here in New Albany. Captain Car Wash, proud supporter of New Albany Eagle football.
On the kickoff, a high end over end kick that's fielded at the 5-yard line. Bouncing to the outside with the sideline. Here come the Eagles. Across the 40, almost break it. Taken down at the 45-yard line, and that was number 26, Jet Jewers, with a really nice kickoff return.
That's the sophomore. We're waiting for that man to get healthy, and he looked healthy on that play, Chris. Did a nice job bouncing that to the outside, got right up the Eagles sideline, created some juice, got some excitement going here. Let's go.
So they spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He received it at about the 5, so a good return of 42 yards. And the Eagles break the huddle with a little bit of pep in their step. Ashton Allen in motion, handoff up the middle to the outside. Allen across the 30.
There he goes.
Allen.
There he goes.
To the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Eagles. Ashton Allen, 53 yards.
Chris, how about Ashton Allen took the jet sweep, was headed up towards the Wadsworth sideline, put his foot in the ground, started cutting back all the way back towards Eagle sideline, broke 2 tackles like we talked about, found himself in the back of the end zone. That's a nice job, senior.
He's been running hard all night long. This time he was able to avoid a couple of almost trip-ups and get to the house. The snap, the hold, the PAT are all good, and with 2:49 to play, the Eagles cut into the deficit. They trail now 28-14. Just what the doctor ordered if you're an Eagles fan. Let's see what the defense can do when we come back. This is high school football Friday night.
Buying or selling a home, especially in today's market, can be overwhelming. You want a realtor that you can depend on and trust. Someone who's at the peak of their game. You can find that person or RE/MAX Peak Realtor Bubba Kidwell. As a teacher and coach in the New Albany community for more than 20 years, Bubba's now ready to serve you in a different way by putting together a game plan for buying or selling your home. RE/MAX Peak is a small office with big results, and they pride themselves on building relationships. Give Bubba Kidwell a call today and let him put together your game plan to help you win in your next home purchase or sale. Bubba Kidwell, proud supporter of tonight's peak performer of the game. Call him today at 614-288-1066. That's 614-288-1066. Or visit him on the web at BubbaKidwell.com.
Anything you can do, I can do. And now we've got a cramp in the middle of the field. So
There we go.
we were getting ready to have a kickoff, and all of a sudden one of the up men for Wadsworth went down. And so the training staff has come out to try to stretch out this, what we presume to be a cramp. I'm no doctor, but how they're treating it makes it seem as that would be the case. And you want to talk about the perfect time for a big play like that from Ashton Allen, a 53-yard touchdown run, first one from the line of scrimmage. Down 28-7, lots of frustration, difficulty moving the ball, and all of a sudden, boom, the crowd goes electric. And now if the defense can get off the field 3 and out or force a turnover, goodness gracious, we have us a ball game.
Chris, that's exactly what the doctor ordered, and exactly, I love you're putting it out in the universe to get this to have the defense like you talk about. Let's get a big special teams play here. Defense get on the field 3 and out, get a turnover. But that's the type of juice this team needed. Get a little kickstart going here in this second half. 2:49 left in the third quarter. Eagles trail by 2 scores. But like we said, anything can happen on a dime. So just believe.
Ashton Allen now with a couple of runs, including that big one, 16 carries, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. He's averaging 5.8 yards a carry, and that was as long. It was 53 yards, and it's the one that took him to the house. So
my guy Daniel Rake always said it's possible.
That's right.
He'd be fired up right now. He'd have this sideline going, have these crowd going. He'd be pumped.
They've got his photo on an easel down there on the track facing the crowd. And the student section decked out like they're in Hawaii. Hawaiian shirts and bikini tops and shorts. They're celebrating big time that touchdown by Ashton Allen. That kick is a line drive that'll be fielded at the 2, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, looking for space across the 20, to the 25, and taken down at the 26-yard line was the ball carrier, number 32. That is Will Reese, and he comes up hobbling a little bit, so certainly they're going to keep an eye on him. They're going to spot the ball at 32, which is where Wadsworth takes over 1st and 10, and the defense needs a stop here. 2:43 to play in the third quarter.
It looks like they're doing that extended water break because they have both teams back on each sideline. You got a lot of water being pumped right now. Like you talked about the last, out of nowhere, we had a sniper cramp go down on one of the Wadsworth up guys, and getting everybody hydrated. Coach Finn pumping up his defense like you talked about, challenging these guys 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Respond. So, now, with that being said, Wadsworth has found a rhythm. They're working their blueprint, their game plan. They go tempo to try and wear you down. And you got number 2, the 215-pound junior coming at you, Madigan. You know, it's a tall order, but this Eagle defense, look to see Gabe Kofer, Jaden Austin, see if they can't get the ball on the ground and get a turnover.
Kofer, Carr, Ola, Busowitz. This is where those guys need to step up and be big.
Yes, sir.
Hall takes the snap, pitches it to the outside. Madigan looks for space, and he gets out across the 35-yard line. Pretty good run for Madigan on 1st and 10. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, nice, well-designed play. Just a little quick toss, offset sweep into the boundary, short side of the field, and Madigan caught the pitch, squared his shoulders up, got vertical.
Oh. False start called on Wadsworth. Number 7, Calix Limp. He was the only guy who moved, but he was 9 yards downfield before the official got the whistle blown.
Limp was in a vertical pass route. He knew something good was brewing. He couldn't wait to get that ball snapped. Eyes up, safeties.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7.
Hall in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. He rolls to the left, now pitches it to the outside. And I believe that's Madigan again, and if it is, he's able to get up the sideline and get about enough for the 1st down.
How about this freshman quarterback running a little speed option from the gun into the boundary, pitching it to the junior. This freshman quarterback, he's got some moxie to him.
He does indeed. The quarterback we're talking about is number 16. His name is Bryson Hall, 5'11", 180. And just a freshman, got the 9 next to his name. 2:08 to play in the 3rd. 1st and 10 for Wadsworth. Handoff, nope, keeps it, now pitches it to the outside. It's a foot race to the 40 and then driven out of bounds. That's number 26, the ball carrier, Cooper Gray. Gray got the touchdown last time. He's across the 40 and out of bounds. Picked up of about 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Wadsworth.
Chris Wadsworth had that nice 1-2 punch with Madigan and Gray. Gray more of a speed guy getting outside, where Madigan has the speed, but he's also going to bring the wood, and he's going to deliver a blow to you.
Calix Limp back into the game. He comes wide to the near side. It's trips to that side of the formation with Gray in the backfield with Hall. Almost an offside against the Eagles again. Hall tried to get him to jump, and there was a little bit of movement, but stayed out of the neutral zone. Hall takes the snap, looks to throw. Here comes a blitz. Hall gets it away. He's got a man wide open. It is complete. He can't keep his feet, and so he's going to be down inside the 20. As number 4, Luke Maddox was the receiver, so he made the catch. He was 4 or 5 yards beyond the closest defender, and he falls down at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for Wadsworth.
Nice double move out there by the Wadsworth receiver. Did a little stutter and go and caught New Albany just moving a little bit forward and got in behind him.
Hall looks to pass it, gets it away, overshoots his intended receiver, who is number 88, Reese Simmons. The senior couldn't reel that one in. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Nathan Riley in coverage.
Yeah, Nathan Riley, a younger junior corner, doing a nice job of giving the starters a little bit of a blow on a hot night and doing a nice job staying in phase, attacking the defensive, attacking the hip of the receiver and defending the out low.
Another near jump by the Eagles, but they're able to get back without a flag flying. 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 4. Just gets it off in time. Hall, ball fake. Now he throws, and that is going to be, almost intercepted. 2 Eagles converged on the ball, and I believe it was number 6, Gabe Kofer, got his hands on it, but he could not reel it in.
Yeah, Kofer doing a nice job, really in coverage, knocking the ball down there, almost an interception at the goal line. Well, that would have been nice.
Yeah. Instead, it's 3rd down and 10, and the Eagles are 1 play away from a long field goal attempt, perhaps, or maybe they'll go for it. It's hard to say. I was watching Dinwiddie in warm-ups, and he hit using the holder, not an actual holder, without a snap, but he hit from 50. Madigan breaks a couple tackles, gets to the outside. He's up the left sideline, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, that young man is difficult to bring down, and he broke a couple tackles on his way to the end zone that time.
That's that rollout, that little slip out of the gun. It's that slip counter draw back on inside, going the opposite way after your quarterback is rolling hard right. And then it's Madigan, right? The big 5'11", 215-pound running back. You slide him underneath. He's fast enough to get the outside, broke a tackle, got to the end zone.
19-yard touchdown run for Madigan. The snap, the hold, and the extra point by Dinwiddie is good. And with 1:25 to play in the third, Wadsworth has opened it up to a 3-score lead once again, 35-14. Timeout on the field, timeout for us as well. We'll be back with more right after this. This is high school football Friday night.
Hello, sports fans. This is the Hammer. Hey, if you own a small business or a family looking for tax or accounting help, Bush Tax Company offers all you need. Tax prep, bam, they can do it. Tax planning, pow, not a problem. Fixing back taxes or IRS trouble, boom. Relax. They got it. For a free tax consultation, give the folks at Bush Tax Company a call at 614-600-3777. That number is 614-600-3777. Or visit them on the web at bushtax.com. That's BUSCH tax.com. Bush Tax Company is a proud sponsor of the coaches, athletes, and families that make Ohio high school football so great. Hey, tell the people of Bush Tax Company that the Hammer sent you.
1:25 to play in the third quarter.
It's a long quarter, Chris.
Lots of score. Here's 7-7 at the half. Now it's 35-14.
Some action.
Receiving, taken at the goal line.
They blew the whistle.
He did blow the whistle.
Down. But they blew him dead in the end zone.
They did, but then he also, the referee also wound his arm.
So they let him play. That was interesting. Okay, here we go. Week 2.
They probably like it to be downed in the end zone because as it is, the Eagles get it 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line. They're going to put it on the 17, but still. Long way to go with 57 seconds to play. The clock is already moving. And now they're going to take a moment and stop the clock and probably reset it because it wasn't to keep going yet. It's not at a running clock situation for these two teams. So the official's going to have to get on the microphone and ask them to reset the game clock, probably to about 55 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's 7-7 at the half. Wadsworth has put 28 up in this quarter. The Eagles put 7 up. And as a result, it's 35-14. And a lot of the heavy lifting for the Grizzlies tonight has been done by number 2, Mr. Madigan.
Reset the game clock to 1:19.
So they're going to wind it way back to 1:19, as the clock never stopped after the kickoff return was downed, and it should have. So 79 seconds on the clock left in the third quarter. The Eagles break the huddle, looking for some magic. Jackson rolls out, looking to throw. He does, and it's overthrows his intended receiver and out of bounds. He was under duress and probably just throwing it away to save any kind of catastrophic turnover.
Yeah, good job there by the senior quarterback. Again, they tried a little flood route to try and get some 3 levels going. Wadsworth does a nice job covering the deeper one. There was some action underneath, but like you said, Jackson was just under duress and had to throw it away before he could come to that second level.
2nd and 10, man in motion. Jackson hands it off, but a whistle blows and a flag flies, and a false start is called against the Eagles.
False start. Number 86, offense. 5-yard penalty.
Anderson Klaus is the guilty party. And it'll be 2nd down and 15. As Braden Pettinger checks into the game.
2nd down and 15 from the 12.
And Pettinger goes wide to the left side. He's got his left foot on the top of the 1. Jackson hands it off. Nelson across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Inside trap, hard running again. Grant Nelson, physical pounding, taking some hits tonight, but again, not going down on that first contact. You love to see him just keep moving and Again, he had 2 big runs last week that popped on those traps, and Eagles are banking on another one here coming tonight.
Brings up third down from the 16.
Third down and 11 for the Eagles from the 16-yard line. Grant Nelson tonight, 15 carries, 48 yards. To the outside, picking up a handful of yards.
Miles Jackson's pass is complete to number 19. That's Vincent Williams.
Vincent Williams, the recipient of the Miles Jackson pass. They call him down at the 22-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and 5 and another punting situation for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'd like to see Vinny Williams on that out, take it a little bit deeper, trying to understand where the chains are, because it was play action. It wasn't a 3-step game, and I wonder if he cut his route, and maybe his route was deep enough and came back, which you're supposed to, but I'm surprised to see that the gain was only for about 6 yards.
Bradley with the punt. It is a high kick that takes an Eagles bounce.
Get going.
It crosses the 40 and is down at the 39, which is where Wadsworth will take over 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line after another good punt by Chase Bradley. 16 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 35-14, Wadsworth with the lead.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the 39.
Chance Bradley has played very well in the kicking game.
Yep.
We've seen Ashton Allen running hard. Grant Nelson has been doing work. Miles Jackson, of course, a great quarterback, a great point guard for this football team. But the Wadsworth offense has been superlative here in the 2nd half.
They sure have. They got in their rhythm a little bit. They stayed true to their blueprint. Went tempo early on to really try to get the concept of wearing down a defense, and I'm not sure if the defense was worn down or the scheme of that split side counter adjustment that got going a little bit. But we talked about Madigan not letting him get in stride and making him chop his feet and bounce the football a little bit. Eagles unfortunately have not been able to do that this half.
Well, they've also moved Madigan around. He's picked up yardage from the slot. He's picked up yardage from the backfield. He's gone up the middle. He's gone out end around. So he's shown his versatility, and the defense has had a little tough time keeping up with it.
Yep.
So there's a timeout on the field. Wadsworth is huddled up on the far sideline. The Eagles are out there on defense. A couple of down linemen on their knees waiting for Wadsworth to take the field. Gives us a moment to say our thanks to the Bush Tax Company for their support all season long, and we hope you'll thank them as well by letting Bush Tax take care of all your tax needs. You can visit www.buschtax.com. That's buschtax.com. Don't want to think about it now, but tax time will be here before you know it. Have a plan and make sure Bush Tax is part of it. Out of the timeout, Limp in motion, handoff. Coming to the near side, and a tackle made, a flag flies, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't see which Eagle that was. It might have been Will Ola, because he's one of the guys
44.
jumping up. He held on for dear life to number 26, Gray. He wasn't letting him go.
No, he was trying to get that strip a little bit, see if he could get a fumble.
Offense. 5-yard penalty for the South Side. First down.
Penalty was called on number 61 of Wadsworth. That's Gabe Ludke, the 5'10" junior offensive lineman, and sounded like he said assisting the runner. I'm not sure what Ludke might have done that drew the iron.
Kind of grab and pull instead of being, you're able to push.
Yeah.
But that grab and pull is against the rules.
So Ludke loses his team 5 yards, and the clock hits 0-0, which means the 3rd quarter, the interminable 3rd quarter,
one that never
come
ended.
to an end. Finally, 12 minutes to play in this one. The Eagles have some work to do. We'll see what they can do when we come back. This is high school football Friday night.
This week in New Albany football history goes back to the 2013 season on a warm week number 2 night on September 6th. It was a wild game. The New Albany Eagles outlast the Westerville Central Warhawks 57-50 in a game that saw senior Tanner Clyde go 11 of 12 for 233 yards and 5 touchdowns. His favorite receiver was Joe Sigenthaler with touchdown catches of 17, 69, and 32 yards. but none of those plays were as big as Joe Sigenthaler's 61-yard touchdown that sounded like this.
A receiver in a wing on the right. Split backs in the backfield. Klein's going to turn and give. Sigenthaler inside. He's going to get across the 50. He's on to the races. Sigenthaler 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Albany Eagles. And the Eagles take it to the house. Joseph Sigenthaler.
It was that touchdown that put the New Albany Eagles up for good. This look at New Albany football history is brought to you by the Wilson family. Our thanks to Mark and Jenny Wilson, along with football alumni Connor, Brian, and Jack.
We certainly appreciate the Wilson family for our look back on New Albany football history and one of the great New Albany football families. We also want to honor our Maple Orthodontics Player of the Week or Patient of the Week, Katie Hast. Kate is a soccer, basketball, and track star. No banjo, but, can't be good at everything. So, Kate, congratulations on being a patient of Maple Orthodontics and being a fan and participant in New Albany athletics. 2nd down and 15. For Wadsworth as the fourth quarter, I should say, gets underway. There's a handoff up the middle, and that's Madigan again. No, I'm sorry, that's number 6 carrying the football. That's Jacob Ernest. And Ernest picks up good yardage on 2nd and long.
Jacob Ernest also playing the Mike linebacker for this Wadsworth defense. A lot of guys going both ways. Hot night tonight. Credit both staffs for having these guys in shape.
3rd down and 4.
Oh, we're rocking. Okay.
Now they start the clock. They don't throw a flag. Handoff from Hall to the outside. And they are able to stop the ball carrier, Troy Myers, before he can get to the first down. I'm sorry, Gavin Madigan, the ball carrier. Troy Myers was out there blocking for him. So it's 4th down and 2.
That's a well-designed option play by this Wadsworth defense. You got 2 pullers, a guard tackle pulling to the left, and they run option back to the right. Good job by the Eagle defense flowing to the football and gang tackling, get the ball carrier down quick. Madigan in the backfield. Look out for number 2.
Yes, sir. Hall and Madigan and the rest of the team looking to the sideline right now. 9 seconds to snap the football. 11:01. The clock continues to tick. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they get the snap off just in time. Hand it to Madigan, and Madigan goes up the gut. He leans forward, but I don't know. It looks like they're going to give it to him.
Man, they're right at it.
Out to the 49-yard line, and it looks like that is just enough for the first down. And it is.
Got to credit this Wadsworth offensive line, Chris. When obviously running the football in the second half has been the difference maker, but when Wadsworth quarterbacks, both of them had to throw, unfortunately the Eagles haven't had much success pressuring and getting to them. So that tells you that these big fellas up front, taking care of business.
1st and 10, 10:30 to play. The clock continues to tick. Hall takes the snap, pitches it to the outside. That's Gray looking for space, and Gray stays on his feet out toward the 45-yard line, taken out just before the 45-yard line. So a pickup of 5 on that run. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Grizzlies.
First down production, right? We talked about staying on schedule from the offensive perspective, and that's what an offensive staff's looking for. Your your playbook's wide open. You can call anything you want right now.
Gavin Madigan tonight, 11 carries, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wearing on you, yep. 215 pounds in the second half is different than 215 pounds in the first half, that's for sure.
Especially when it's as hot and humid as it is here tonight. Handoff right side. Gray spins out of a tackle, picks up enough for a first down across the 40 to the 37-yard line. So you said it earlier, this two-headed monster of Madigan and Gray, kind of a lightning and thunder kind of thing if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Gray very fast. Madigan has some wheels, but also just wears you down physically.
Yeah, Gray's got that turnover. He can he picks him up, puts him down quickly and often, where you see Madigan kind of not a strider, if you will, but just a physical runner that it's got a little bit of shift to him, but he loves to square up his shoulder pads and get going vertical.
9:45 to play. Hall, pass to the outside. Breaking a tackle once again. That's Lemp who makes the catch and makes one man miss, gets up the sideline and driven out of bounds after a good pickup to bring up 2nd down, and looks like he went out of bounds. Well,
oh, there we go. A little early.
Oh, we had a penalty on the play.
Yeah.
Didn't see the flag. I just saw the confusion with the chain gang on the far side. So call it a 1-yard gain on the play. I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry.
I don't know if he stepped out early or it's on the opposite sideline. Kind of hard to tell.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 9. Hall hands it off. Gray spins up into the hole, and he is met by a host of maroon and driven backwards, so not much happening that time. 3rd down and long for Wadsworth with the clock ticking down at 9:23.
That's where it becomes a challenge, right? Wadsworth doing a nice job. They go tempo early in the game to get to this point where now they're just chewing that clock, really doing a nice job of milking the play clock. And the clock right now is obviously going to be the enemy with 9:10 to go. Eagles down 35-14 here in the 4th quarter. Nothing but a defensive turnover here wouldn't help, though.
They don't have to snap the ball until 8:50. And yeah, it just continues to work against the Eagles at this point. Handoff, nope, play action. Now Hall looking to throw. He's flushed from the pocket, goes up the right side, drives for the sidelines and gets out of bounds before getting hit. So it'll be 4th down in a punting situation. It does stop the clock, which I'm sure drives the coaching staff a little bit nuts, but this freshman has acquitted himself very well since entering the game in the 2nd quarter.
He's handled all his operations, doing everything. You're like, I love that you scrambled out, but don't be afraid just to slide in bounds a little bit. Keep that thing running.
So 4th and 8. Looks like they're going to go ahead and run a play, rather than run an offensive play instead of punting the football, but who knows, Hall may pooch punt it here. Yeah. He's done a little bit of everything else today.
He's freshman.
He stands at the 40 in the shotgun, trips to the left side, is looking to throw. Blitz coming. He gets hit hard as he throws, and that ball is caught inside the 10 for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. The ball was caught by number 4, Luke Maddox.
Luke Maddox just did a great job. Yeah, he just did a great job of just high pointing that football. Corner Brendan Buswitz was in position. They both go up for it, but number 4 from Wadsworth does a nice job of really high pointing and bringing it down. But you talked about it. Hall took a shot as he threw it. Just an all-go route on 4th and 8. Just let it fly. Let a player see if you can let a player make a play, and that's exactly what happened.
Hall now 8 for 18 for 180 yards and 1 touchdown on the day. Handoff, right side. A helmet goes flying, and that's a Golden Eagle helmet, or an Eagles helmet. Cooper Gray was the ball carrier. He gets out to the 5-yard line. They reset the game clock. 8:08 to play. 2nd and goal from the 5. Hall hands it off. Gray again. Skips through the defense and into the end zone for the touchdown. He found just a sliver in the B gap and got through it, and then was able to step in and pick up the score. 41-14. Wadsworth has the advantage with 8 minutes exactly on the clock.
Chris, really all you could do is tip your hat right now to this Wadsworth offensive line in the 2nd half. They've really controlled the line of scrimmage and really been able to pretty much do what they've wanted to do, whether it's run the football inside. Really had success with that counter game, especially to that split side. Did a nice draw on their sprint draw counter play, slipping back underneath. They've hit that for 2 big plays. And again, you've talked about it. Madigan moving inside, outside, trying to find him wherever he's been. He's been successful. And then, you know, the two-headed monster, all of a sudden you got 26 coming in, and he's bringing a different speed right now. So all starts up front with this Wadsworth offensive line. Got to give them credit, but right now the Eagles got 8 minutes on the clock. You're going to keep fighting. You're going to find a way. All you do is keep your head down and try and win the next play.
42-14, Wadsworth with the advantage. 8 minutes remain in this football game. We want to say thank you. You've had a chance to hear a few different times the look back at New Albany history. We want to say thanks to the Wilson family for our looks back. We're going to be doing this all season long, kind of fun. They're one of the great New Albany football families, and their participation in helping make sure this is something we all get to share is just really neat. So we appreciate them very much, and good job by Aaron putting that baby together. That was just good stuff all the way around.
Yeah, you talk about the Wilson family. I saw Mark Wilson tonight. He's one of our board members, just a huge supporter of everything New Albany athletics, New Albany student athletes, New Albany students in general. So special shout out and thank you to the Wilson family.
That ball is fumbled on the kickoff and then fallen on by New Albany, so they're able to maintain possession, but it's across the 15 to the 16. A long way to go for the Eagles this time, and seems like maybe concentration is lapsing a little bit at this stage of the football game. Could have been the lights as well. It's hard to say what might have caused that bobble.
Yeah, it looked like the hand placement was just a little bit off. Kind of tried to catch that with your hands above your waist there. As a returner, you want to kind of just keep those elbows in tight, bring it into you, and then get going with it.
7:57 to play. Handoff. A little bit of space on the right side, out near the 25, just shy of the 25, so a pickup of 4 on the play. And we have an injured Grizzly on the field. Don't know if it's an injury or a cramp. The trainer comes out.
Yeah, hope my man's all right.
Yeah. Mason Ackerman, number 40, was the ball carrier on that play. Ackerman, a 5'9" sophomore, so getting the opportunity for some of the next level players to get some actual game time experience. You hate that it's in this situation, but you also know that you may need those guys down the road, and giving them much needed, much deserved reps is that's very valuable.
Exactly. And Mason Ackerman, that's a sophomore that this coaching staff is very high on both sides of the football. It goes both ways, obviously playing running back and linebacker. Really, really like number 40, Mason Ackerman.
They continue to check on the player on the field. We'll go ahead and step aside and take a timeout. More to come after this. Stay right there with us. High school football continues after this break.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany Eagles football team. Dr. Maple's office is located in the heart of New Albany, where she and her family reside. Not only are the Maples passionate about football, they're passionate about a great smile too. Dr. Maple and her staff invite you to visit them at their practice or check out straightsmile.com to learn more. From the Maple Orthodontics family to the New Albany Eagles family, best of luck this season, and go Eagles.
Home Turf Clothing Company is proud to support New Albany athletics. Show off your local pride with our collection of unique graphics and fresh apparel, with all New Albany sports gear available on our website year-round. Customize your look with your favorite player's name, or we can create a personalized design so that you can rock your gear your way and enjoy fast, free shipping on every order every day. We also have you covered with team uniforms to outfit your squad with high-quality gear that performs as great as it looks. We are more than just apparel. We're about community and giving back. Partner with us for fundraisers and make a difference together. Visit HomeTurfClothing.com today. Home Turf Clothing Company. Your spirit, your style, your home turf.
Out of the timeout, New Albany snaps the football, and then a flag flies. Offside is called against the Eagles. Mason Shoemaker is the guilty party, and so it'll back him up 5 yards, and it'll remain second down, 2nd and 12.
Quarterback-wise, is that, I believe that's 13. That looks to be like Jade Hoover, I believe, the junior. Yep. You see Jet Jewers in at halfback.
So Hoovler hands it off. Right side, not much happening across the 15, and not much more. And that's number 26, the ball carrier, and that's the aforementioned Jet Jewers. 3rd down and 11 with 7:13 to play. Coming in from the sideline, Vincent Williams. We've called his name a lot tonight. Vinny in a regular rotation as a wide receiver. He is wide to the left side right now. Roll out, play action. Hoovler, nice pass, incomplete. Gathered in momentarily by Williams. But then it was knocked loose.
Yeah, that was a good ball there. Jade Hoover doing a nice job on the play action fake. Got his rolling out to his left. Did a really nice job of getting his shoulder snapped in. Good placement. Did a great shoulder rotation. Flipped it out there to Vinny Williams right at the sticks. And Vinny just couldn't hang on. That was a good ball.
Hoovler, 5'11", 170. Got a timeout on the field. 6:55 to play before the punt takes place. We will go ahead and take another timeout. More to come right after this. This is High School Football Friday night.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany Eagles football team. Dr. Maple's office is located in the heart of New Albany, where she and her family reside. Not only are the Maples passionate about football, they're passionate about a great smile too. Dr. Maple and her staff invite you to visit them at their practice or check out straightsmile.com to learn more. From the Maple Orthodontics family to the New Albany Eagles family, best of luck this season and go Eagles.
The Maple Orthodontics Patient of the Week is Kate Hast. Soccer, basketball, track, all important parts of Kate's growing up and livelihood. Not a banjo player, but you can't do everything. But she's so gifted at so many other things. Just congratulations to Kate for not just being a patient of Maple Orthodontics, who do a great job, but also being a participant in athletics in the New Albany School District. Pretty successful start to the school year?
A very successful start to the school year. Our kids came back, brought that energy. The hallways are buzzing. Teachers are teaching. Kids are learning. Caroline Salmon is getting her learn on as a sophomore. So
there you go.
Been a lot of fun.
Punt. Well, just all night long, Chase has done a phenomenal job kicking the football. He's had some, he's been under duress at times, but his consistency has been very, very good.
Took a shot early on, didn't get rattled, just been doing his job. So got to give a shout out to my guy, Dr. Russell. Rob Russell's our new high school principal. Ken Kramer, our former high school principal, has moved up to the big time.
Oh, nice.
He is now the assistant superintendent of business operations and services here at New Albany Plain Local Schools. So congrats to Ken. But Rob Russell, one of our assistant principals, moved up to the head man, the head job. And Rob's a former football coach, defensive coordinator, and so he loved to talk ball with him. The only downside my guy's got, Chris, is he is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So every once in a while, I don't know how it gets there, but I sneak a Browns helmet, hide it on his bookshelf, and turn his terrible towel upside down. Got to be done.
Yeah, it's got to be done. That's exactly right. Handoff to the left side. Not much doing this time as the ball carrier is Gray, but man, oh man, there were a bunch of maroon jerseys there to tackle him for a loss of 1 on the play.
Love the fight in this team. Obviously, the scoreboard is not where we want it to be, but you always look, how do you respond when adversity strikes? Guys are getting off the ball. Guys are finishing in tackles. Guys are running, doing their job. So love the fight. Things are going to turn. We saw some really, really good things early on tonight. The second half just got a little bit away from us.
Second down and 11 for Wadsworth. Play clock down to 6 seconds. Now they get settled in. Hall takes the snap, hands it off. Gray again slips 1 tackle, pushes ahead, gets back to the 50 and nothing more. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 after Cooper Gray carries that football. But we're inside 6 minutes now at 5:50 and counting. Actually spotted at the Eagle 49, so call it a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9. So they taking the air out of the ball, slowing the pace of the game down, letting the clock tick, 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 tick away, doing everything they need to do to not run up the score and to get out of here safely with a victory. The Eagles defense, you said it, Coach, they are continually working hard. There's a pass, and that is complete for a 1st down inside Eagle territory at the 35-yard line. So just when you thought they were just going to run it and be done with it.
I was going to say, yeah.
The pass comes to Jack McNeil, who makes a sliding catch for a 1st down.
And again, this is a young quarterback. You've got a lot of juniors playing. I understand that you're going to want to work and get experience. So, you know, obviously the Eagles are going to say it's our job to stop them.
The Eagles jump, but they don't jump too far and are able to get back, so no flags fly. 9 seconds to snap the football. Hall takes the snap, pitches it to the outside. Gray makes 1 man miss, cuts it up inside, but there's a couple more Eagles there ready to make the tackle, including number 30, Connor Barr. Barr, a 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore linebacker.
Yes, sir. Connor Barr's the second sophomore that the name jumps out at. You got Jed Jewers, you got Mason Ackerman, and you got Connor Barr. Connor Barr, linebacker, running back type of kid, but quiet, doesn't say too much, but he's playing some big boy football.
Nice play there. 2nd down and 8. 4:06 to play. We've said it already. There's a Hall keeps it. He pitches it to the outside. Gray with some space. He's across the 30 to the 29. Taken down there, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 3. Call it 3rd and 2 for Wadsworth. We've talked about it already, but this this freshman quarterback, he is so
smooth,
poised. I mean, he's just back there wiping his hands on his towel, watching the play clock tick down, like he's been doing this his whole life.
Totally looks like a junior, senior quarterback that played. Not to exaggerate, he's poised, under control, not getting rattled. We've seen one mistake. You know, he went out of bounds instead of keeping the clock running. You know, easy to be corrected.
Left side across the 25 to the 24. That's good for a 1st down. The ball carrier was...
That's Hall, the quarterback, keeping it on the option.
Yeah, Hall. They picked up the 1st down. Hall tonight, 9 for 19, 208 yards and a touchdown. And now a carry for 5 yards. He looks to the sideline. It's been a steady dose of Cooper Gray.
Yep.
Haven't seen Madigan lately. I'm sure they don't want to.
I got my guy on the sideline and enjoying some ice cold water.
There's Gray, and he runs right into a tackle, and that was a really nicely done one-on-one tackle, grabbing from the outside and pulling him straight down. Ackerman, we talked about him a minute ago.
Mason Ackerman, one of those sophomores. Nice job chesting up the running back and running his feet, bringing him down. That's it, Rook.
Under 2:20 to play now. Just a great atmosphere tonight. You mentioned it. The score is not going to be what the fans want, but between the youth football program and honoring Daniel Rako and Hall of Fame and goodness gracious, what a great night here at New Albany. There's a pass that gets batted down. Yeah, we'll see if Hall is able to recover it. It looks like he was.
Looks like he was. Student section from row 1 to row top, whatever that is. They were standing all night long. We appreciate the support for the Eagles. And
absolutely.
Hometown crowd doing a nice job showing up as they do every week.
The next 2 weeks, the Eagles are on the road. They've been on the road last week, certainly, and so it's going to be 3 out of the first 4.
Yep.
Next week at Olentangy Berlin, the week after at Upper Arlington. Then they get into league play, and it'll balance out a little bit.
The schedule does not lighten up one bit. Wadsworth is the number 4 team out of Cleveland. We've talked about it. Chris, the biggest thing that's been impressive is, man, we've said junior after junior after junior. Think of where these guys are going to be week 8, week 9 going into the playoffs. They're going to be playing like seniors by then, and they look very well coached, obviously, but composed. You're not seeing many penalties, not turning the ball over, running the offense, hard counts. 2 quarterbacks. I'd like to see what happened to 12. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Because if you can have those 2 cats the whole season, you always want depth, man. I mean, that's a team that can make some noise come postseason.
Cooper Gray was the ball carrier, got it out to the 16-yard line. 4th down and 1 is the down and distance right now. Hall takes the snap, hands it off to Gray, who gets to the 15. I don't think he got the 1st down, though. I think he's a little bit short, so maybe a turnover on downs. Not that it's going to matter to Wadsworth at this point. 31 seconds to play. So it was indeed a turnover on downs, and the Eagles will take a snap, perhaps 2. Next Friday night. Actually, 2 Friday nights. Next week they're off. The 16th at Olentangy Berlin.
Yep.
7 p.m. Take on the Bears. We'll talk about this a little bit in our post game for sure, but if you don't stick around for that, we just want to make sure you know that you are being wished a happy and safe Labor Day weekend. There's a great run. Spinning up across the 25, breaking out of the tackle. Here we go, Jewers. Can he get to the house? It's a long run, and Jet Jewers, equal to his name, turns on the Jets and scores. Touchdown, Jet Jewers. 85 yards to the house.
How about the sophomore running back? We talked about it. He was dinged up in the summer, had a nagging injury. He was chomping at the bit to get out there. These coaches were wanting him out there. He obviously brings that boom to him. He's got the track speed, but what I love about it, Chris, he brings depth. If we can get Jet going a little bit as a sophomore in a couple weeks, he's really could give Ashton some big-time blows where now you got these two fast, powerful kids in there. Really brings that buck sweep to life.
The extra point is good. And so with 16 seconds remaining, the score is 42-21. And that may sound frustrating at the jump for you who are New Albany fans, but that run by Jewers should give you a lot of excitement.
Yep.
Ashton Allen has run like crazy tonight. Defensively, the first half, this football team looked exceptional. You got some sophomores that have played well. There's a lot of things to hang your hat on. Mason Ackerman, Jet Jewers.
Called Connor Barr's name a couple times, and so building that depth, getting these Friday Night Lights experiences, there's nothing that you can do to help replicate or duplicate that except just going out and getting them. So tip to the big guys up front. They were still blocking, running their feet. Good stuff. 16 left on the clock. You know, my guy Danny Rego would say, it's possible. There's time on the clock.
That's right. You got time. You play to the very last moment.
And credit to this coaching staff and these kids. That's exactly what they do. Proud of them.
Russell to kick it away for New Albany. High end over end kick. That'll be fielded at the 11-yard line to the 15 and takes a knee at the 17-yard line. That was Lemp. And so with 12 seconds remaining, Wadsworth will take a knee one time. Oh, they changed the scoreboard, 9-6, so the game is this coming Friday. We apologize.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm Ron Burgundy. If it's in print in front of me, I'm going to say it. I have no idea what's going on.
And I went along with it knowing that it was Friday night. So to our Eagle faithful listening right now, Josh Beckner at home staying up late. Sorry, Mr. Beckner. Gave you some false information. Hope he didn't try to get on DraftKings or anything and see if he could find the game. But we'll get better next week, guys.
We will indeed. Hall takes the snap. He takes the knee, and that is going to put this one in the books as the clock ticks down to triple zeros. Wadsworth is going to walk out here a winner tonight, 42-21. The Eagles drop to 0-2. Wadsworth advances to 2 wins against 0 losses. And as you mentioned, next week it'll be New Albany at Olentangy Berlin, 7 o'clock kickoff on September 6th. We will come back with the post-game show brought to you by Bubba Kinrow, Remax Peak Realtors. That coming up right after this. The final score tonight, Wadsworth 42, New Albany 21.
Maple Orthodontics is proud to sponsor the New Albany